Hello. Alright, audio was on. And the stream is good. Cool. It's been a hot minute. Been a yeah, more than a hot minute I should say. It's been a little bit longer than 2 weeks since I last played this. Oh man. If only I could tell. Actually, I can tell you guys it's not really bad or anything. It was just unfortunate, I should say. For me, at least. But basically, my PS5 died. Literally, like, 2 weeks ago. The beginning of, like, literally it was like the first Monday from 2 weeks ago. You know, I bought a cool show to like watch, like a DVD from it, and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna watch it, and I watched it, and I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool, and then I switched over to the next DVD to watch the extra episodes that I had. And it was still fine then. It still worked just fine. And then all of a sudden the disc reader just decided to make a bunch of funny noises. And it never let out the DVD. It was just stuck in there. I'm like, what the hell? So I had to go get it, drop it off at some random like company, like a random small tech repair company to get it fixed. The guy fixed it, right? And I was like, okay, that's cool. Watch another show. Next week, which is last week, it just broke again. But this time, like, it was the same area, but it was like a different problem. I'm like, what the heck is going on? And because of that, I was like, yeah, I pretty much just lost the motivation to really stream during that week. A very small, pitiful thing to not want to stream about. I know. Okay, I need to look for the dog. I forgot what it was called. The dog Pokemon. Greavard? No, it's not Greavard. Dog. Was it a legendary? Not Entei. If I type in dog DLC. Pokemon. Okidogi. Where the hell is Okidogi? Okidogi location. I'm not gonna be wasting my time just trying to look for it. I want to try to, get straight to the point. But yeah, no. That was so ridiculous. It was so ridiculous. But the PS5 is working now. And it should be working for like the rest of the lifetime that I decide to I decide to use it for. Little Hut's so weird, no one's over there. Okay, he wants to battle. That's all cool. I can take my anger out on Kazuhito. But yeah, no, that was my 2 weeks. Quite literally, my entire 2 weeks was ruined over just over a PS5 breaking. I never thought that would happen before. You know. Also, one thing I learned about myself is if someone tries like hype something up for me, like they tell me like, oh, this is like the #1 coolest thing right now. You should get it or like you should watch it. My standards are gonna be so high for that, for whatever it is, right? I had high standards for the PS5 and my PS5 broke. Now, I guess in their defense, the PS5 I did get was it was pre-owned. So I guess that's where I went wrong. But at the same time, it's like, you know, come on. Greeting. I should be fine. But yeah, that was that was something, dude. Literally just, I don't know. I for some reason I became slightly depressed over it. The most weirdest thing. I would love to hopefully stream with the PS5. I might need to get a better graphics card, bro. Because the one I'm using, it's like, I mean, it ain't expensive, but it ain't cheap. It's like kind of in between. And it works. It works. I don't really get surround sound out of it. It's pretty much like mono audio or stereo, whatever the heck it is. But it works. Yeah, eventually when I do get a better damages to user. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of those moves. But yeah, whenever I get like a better graphics card, yeah, hopefully I'll be able to like connect 2 devices on at once, right? So not only the PS5 but also the Switch together. Then, you know, I'll be able to stream more. I've completed Ghost of Tsushima. I'm still trying to 100% it. Well, no one over there. You can buy samples from. Okay, cool. Yeah, no, I'm trying to 100% Ghost of Tsushima. That game has me in a chokehold right now. Like, I'm being 100% serious. It's amazing. It's an amazing game. I have high hopes for Ghost of Yotei. A lot of people are talking a lot about how this game might flop because of I think it was like the screenwriters. It's like the screenwriters, but not only the screenwriters, it's also the actress who is pretty much acting who is acting as the main character, right? Okay. He should be here. Oh, there he is. Yeah, I know. A lot of people were freaking out over that, and I'm like, worrying about the writer from Sweet Baby Inc. I could see that. I could definitely see that. Was she from Sweet Baby Inc? I think I'm getting myself mixed up. Okay, worrying about the writer who pretty much wrote like the I guess like the storyline for like some of the games that didn't sell well or do too well. Like, yeah, obviously I would be pretty worried too. But also this is a different company. And yeah, I know my battery's low. I should have charged it. Like, even though there's a potential that it probably won't be good because of that one writer, it's also one writer out of, I'm hoping, a team of other people. Like, if it's literally just one person writing the entire story, that's gonna be a mess, obviously. Like, yeah. Is Lokix the final evolution? It is the final evolution, okay. But, you know, this is a different company that they're working with. It's not like Ubisoft or EA or whatever. So I have high hopes for this. I think the higher ups would definitely keep a close eye at least on this person who's writing for them, who didn't really have the best, I guess, history with video games that they've worked on. I would definitely do it. I would definitely like keep a close eye on the person. But you know, I think it's gonna do well. I think it's gonna sell well. The new Assassin's Creed game, though, not so much. You know, whenever I play a game, alright, here's one thing that, like, a big argument a lot of people bring up, right? With video games. Video games, for the most part, are supposed to be like some sort of fantasy little world that everyone, you know, loves, you know, that everyone plays in. And it isn't supposed to be realistic, right? To an extent, that argument does hold true to Assassin's Creed, but also Assassin's Creed is known as a video game to be historically accurate. Whenever, like, I've only played 2 Assassin's Creed games. It was Assassin's Creed 3 and Black Flag. Whenever I played those games, Assassin's Creed 3 was pretty damn accurate, I would say. Yeah, they've added a couple characters that were like, what was it? A couple like fictional characters that probably never existed in that world. They obviously, the whole Assassin Syndicate or whatever heck it was called, non-existent during that time. But they did have like a lot of different things in it. That's probably gonna kill him. Why did I do that? Yeah, I killed him. They had a lot of different things in that show, or not show, in that game that you know, pretty much holds true to whatever, you know, fictional history we're doing. And the problem with Japan, or at least the Shadow over Assassin's Creed Shadows. Yeah, Assassin's Creed Shadows. The problem with that is that it looks like the team never did their research on Japan at all. And they mishmashed everything together, made their own little fantasy wonderland, and you know, they want everyone to believe that, oh, this is gonna sell well. Also, Assassin's Creed 4, yes, a lot of people are probably gonna bring this up. Assassin's Creed 4, like, I don't remember what part of history that focused on, because I technically haven't really beaten it, and I kind of dropped it, but it was good overall. But still, like, for the first few Assassin's Creed games that came out before 4, they were all, I would say, were all pretty historically accurate, at least with architecture, like, certain characters, stuff like that. That's the one problem that, like, I have, and a lot of native Japanese people have with a game like this, because they're portraying, like, the first weird part is Assassin's Creed typically never really had this whole dynamic of, oh, you could switch out between 2 characters whenever and play both of them. Yeah, granted, Assassin's Creed 3, like, you played as the main character's father for like a couple hours or whatever, but that was supposed to be like the introduction or whatever, right? The problem with this one is, like, not only are they like putting a certain person on a pedestal that really didn't do too much during his time in Japan, but they're you know, they're also putting in a lot of things that isn't really accurate at all, like cherry blossoms during, I mean, or cherry blossoms during the summertime, right? Cherry blossoms are supposed to blossom during the spring, but for some reason in the game they're blossoming during the summer. Same thing with watermelons. Watermelons, yeah, they're during the summer, but why are you having watermelons and cherry blossoms at the same time? Same thing with rice. Rice is like, if I remember correctly, rice is harvested during like the fall or winter time. When you mix all these things together, it's not really as accurate as it was. And therefore, this isn't an Assassin's Creed game. This is a little fantasy ninja samurai game. And what's also really weird about it, right, is they have Yasuke. Yasuke was an actual person during this history, right? But they portrayed Yasuke as an actual samurai who runs around and, like, you know, brings justice. Back then, Yasuke really didn't do too much. He was only in, like, probably one battle. And when he was living with Oda Nobunaga, what did he do? He was like Nobunaga's, like, carrier boy. Like, he carried all the his weapons or whatever. So having him run around, like, with this full gold-plated armor and everything, it just doesn't make any sense. Oh, and also they're using the like certain family crests without their explicit permission. They just copied and pasted the thing onto their game designs and sprites and everything, and, you know, that's a huge thing too. like it's like taking, that's like an important figure. It's like taking the Pope and then, like, just plastering his face everywhere and, you know, in like a shooter game or whatever, and saying, oh, it's fine because, you know, it's just the Pope. Obviously with the Japanese people, not completely fine. That was just kind of like the crazy drama. I was like literally just following all this drama, like, literally during those 2 weeks too. Not only that, there was also, like, what else was there? Oh, I caught him. Cool. Not only that, but, like, when they pushed the date back, they pushed it back to March 20th, which was apparently a very, very messed up day in Japan. It's kind of like Japan's version of 9/11, I guess. They literally had what was it? It was like some sort of chemical attack. Killed a bunch of people. And, you know, that's another awful thing, right? But that's like what a lot of people jumped onto, I guess. To be honest, I've never really heard about that part of the history in Japan until, like, maybe 4 or 5 years ago. And that was, like, when I did my own research. Obviously, in America, it probably wouldn't be covered because, you know, it's like trying to cover everything in history. There's so much detail in history, right? Let me read this. After all, its muscles were stimulated by a toxic chain around its neck. Okidogi transformed the game to powerful physique. Sounds about right. No, it's 5'11" and 200 pounds. That's, wow. That's a little bit taller than me. Kind of scary. And with a big build like that, yeah, he'll definitely be able to defeat me. Did I catch this guy? I did not. But yeah, you know, obviously history, you can't cover everything, right? Especially in a history class. If you want to know about the truth, or like what details you want to know, you know, just do your own research. Okay, buddy. That was your one chance to not get smacked around before you get shoved into a ball. Your one chance. Okay, I remember. He's a dragon type. I don't know if I want to use these though. I definitely remember it being a dragon type. Maybe I'll do hammer arm. See how that works. Ooh, that's good. Good damage, good damage. Yeah, that's like, you know, it's a huge thing in gaming history. I guess another huge thing that I've learned, it's like last week, was the new Shrek movie coming out. The redesign for Shrek is something else. I get it, he's supposed to look older, but also it's like, he doesn't look too good, you know? And if they're having him do like all this, like the whole adventuring and stuff and running around, I don't know. He, like, I get it, he's an ogre, he's supposed to look ugly. But it's like, dang, bro. What a downgrade. Okay. Jangmo-o, you're supposed to stay in the ball. Stay in the ball, don't get out. I'm really using up my Ultra Balls on this Pokemon. Come on, dude. Okay, his attack rose. Please stay in this ball. Thank you. You know, there's just so much crazy shit going on nowadays. Scale atop its head is useful for both offense and defense. It bravely stands and faces its foes rather than turning tail, even if its foes are strong. That makes a lot of sense as to why it was acting like that. Okay. Is there any special prerequisite to evolving Plug? I forgot I named him Plug. The Dunsparce. And I know they added a evolution, the Dunsparce. It needs to know Hyper Drill, and then it evolves into the Dunsparce. Wait, it could evolve into another form? Dunsaraf? It's like the first time I heard about that one. Dunsaraf. Wait, let me search up Dunsaraf. Oh, wait. It's made up. It's a made up Pokemon. This isn't real. Okay, so the Dunsparce is the only official one. Okay, that's cool. Okay, I caught all the Pokemon in here. Or at least all the legendary ones that I want to get. I know the battery's low. I should have charged you, I'm sorry. Please just don't run out of battery, because it'll be really embarrassing. Okay, I think I'm gonna teleport myself back. Because there really isn't any reason for me to stay there. Okay, Great Crater, Paldea. I wish there's a way for me to, like, press a button to check where all my missions are at, instead of me having to look around, check every bidding corner of the map, see if I completed everything. I'm pretty sure it's just this that's left. I have to go to the academy. I'm gonna heal up first though. But yeah, oh, a flyback. I forgot about that. The airplane. Not the owls. Oh, I forgot their name. Shit. Oh my gosh, I'm up so late. It's only 9:30. What do you mean? I'm just a gamer at heart. I stay up past my bedtime. Okay, I don't need to talk to you. I don't need to talk to you. Ooh, ooh, ooh. You know what? This actually brings me up to my next point. Pokemon game. The new Pokemon game. What is this? Hey, did you know Pokemon of the same species can come in all sorts of sizes? Take my Pachirisu, so it's easy to see the difference between them, right? Neo got a sharp eye, I can tell the exact size of the Pokemon just by looking at it. You want me to judge how big or smaller Pokemon are? Sure. What's a big Pokemon? You know what? Check out my Wochian. Perfectly average size specimens, gold standard from normality, amazing. Oh. Okay. But yeah, Pokemon. So the new Legends game. Very excited for it. I'm just hoping the company does not mess this up. Because they did so well with the first one, right? And because of that, like, I have high hopes. High hopes. That's a JoJo reference, by the way. I have high hopes that this next game is gonna be just as good, if not better. They showed like a... Oh shit, here we go. Who do we have here? I don't know you. I know I've seen your face somewhere before. Who were you again? I'm Hubs. Ooh, that's right, you're Hubs. Yes, I know you. Well then, now that you're here, let's get going. Wait just a moment, Director Serrano. Director? Oh, hello there, Belly. You're as lively as always. Didn't realize you were here. Of course I'm here. As director of this academy, where else would I be? Am I glitching out? Oh my gosh. And do address me more properly while students are present, would you? More importantly, what are you doing out here? I thought we had agreed to meet in my office. Did we? Must have slipped my mind. This guy's a dick. Anyway, what's it matter? This is the student, right? Well, yes, he is, but... I do apologize, Mr. Hubs. You must be terribly confused. This is Director Serrano of Blueberry Academy. As I mentioned on the phone, he's interested in accepting you as an exchange student. Yep, that's me, Director Serrano, or did I not mention that? One look at our young friend here makes me suspect you indeed failed to clarify that point. Speaking of which, why did you request Master Hub specifically to take part in your exchange program? Excellent question, Belly. It's very simple. You see, the reason is... Why did I put in that request? Oh, that's right, the school trip to Kitakami. Hubs met some of my students there, didn't he? Yes, one of them was named Carmen, I believe. She's the one who recommended you. Now that I've gotten to meet you for myself, yeah, I've got a good feeling about you. Oh, I'm glad to hear that, Director Serrano. I just love for you to visit my school. You would be a breath of fresh air, so to speak. Shit, you took my jacket off. Hot as hell. Well, if anything can be said about Director Serrano, it's that he has a keen eye for talent. I would be thrilled if you went to Blueberry Academy and got to know the students there. But only if you're willing to, of course. Oh yeah, of course. I'd do it. Think of it as a chance to further expand upon your treasure hunt. I wish I could accompany Master Hubs, but I'm afraid I must ask you to watch over him in my stead. You will watch over him, won't you? There we go. Oh, of course, I never let anything happen to one of your students. Oh, huh. I hope this experience leads you to even more you can treasure. Best of luck to you. Okay. Interesting. Just give me a holler whenever you're ready to head to my Blueberry Academy. Okay, before I do that, I guess it'd be very important to finish up my classes, right? All of them. These are all classes I haven't taken yet, right? You like history, Miss Rayford? Sure. Class will begin soon, don't be tardy. Okay. I believe all the class, like, I just get small items, right? It's not really that much. Greetings, my little students. Whatever you did yesterday, it is now a part of history. Today we will continue to unravel the marvels that history has presented to us. About 2,000 years ago, this region came under the rule of the Paldean Empire. Historical accounts describe the Paldean Emperor as being quite the dictator. Dang. This emperor also zealously believed the legend of the treasure that rests deep within Area Zero. I must mention that the civilizations of our ancestors were not as developed as ours is today. People back then were far more likely to believe in mysterious legends, magic, and beings beyond human comprehension. In an attempt to gain the power to stand against Paldea's neighboring countries, the Emperor sent people in droves to join the hunt for the fabled treasure of Area Zero. I'm just looking at the pictures in the background, right? That picture to the very far left, right next to the old Pokeball. Is that supposed to be for ZA? Was that their little hint to ZA? That'd be crazy if it was. Aha, perfect timing to make eye contact, young hubs. Answer me this. Approximately how many years ago was it that the Paldean Empire began to rule this region? About... no! No, 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 no. I meant to click on the second one. Fuck off. What? It's a misclick. Why 1,000 years ago? The Paldean Empire had already begun to collapse. The answer is about 2,000 years ago. That is when the Great Era of Exploration began. However, it is said that not a single adventurer sent out by the Emperor ever reached the depths of Area Zero. Was it the punishing journey itself that barred their way, or perhaps some unknown creature? The resounding failure of this great era of exploration almost certainly heightened the air of mystery surrounding the crater. Oh, what I wouldn't give to explore Area Zero in its untouched state at that time. I suppose I can only hope for the swift invention of a time machine. Oh, is it the time already out? I must have gotten swept up in filling your minds with knowledge. This ends today's lessons. We'll unravel more of history's enigmas together next time. Time machine. You know what's really funny is when a lot of people on the internet, like, whenever a certain character says something, and wait, what does this guy do again? Oh, there. Would you like to enter Academy Ace Attorney? No, I'm good. Don't do that. Okay. But what I find really funny is when a lot of people on the internet say stuff like, "Oh, this person said this, which means this might happen." Like, no, it's not. All right, more history. This time I'm not gonna get it wrong. This time. Greetings, my little students. Whatever you did yesterday is now part of history. Okay. Today we'll continue to unravel the marvels that history has presented to us. As you should remember from our last class, Area Zero's great era of exploration began about 2,000 years ago. This era lasted for approximately 1,000 years, but not a single soul was able to venture all the way to the deepest reaches of Area Zero. Having poured much of its human and financial resources into the exploration of Area Zero for so long, the Paldean Empire fell into decline. 200 years later, or 800 years ago, the Empire and its surrounding nations united into one entity. This is the formation of Paldea as we know it today. Yes, this very academy where you now filling your young minds with knowledge was also apparently established at that time. In fact, this school building, though certainly having undergone repairs through the years, is just as it was when it was built so long ago. This very structure is a piece of history. Ah, things of old are truly splendid. I would certainly prefer not to have the Pokeball portion, though a relatively new addition. Perfect time to make eye contact, young Hubs. Let's see if you've been listening to my lecture, and tell me approximately how many years ago was this Academy of Arts established. 8. Correct, I see the look of concentration on your face is indeed just that. I hate nothing more than when a student only pretends to listen. This academy was constructed only exactly 805 years ago to be precise. In other words, your academy here is 805 years old. At the time, it offered state-of-the-art facilities and a uniquely innovative curriculum. As such, people used to say, those seeking knowledge needn't look no further than the oranges of Paldea. That's right, they were referring to Naranja Academy. It is said that this proverb of sorts was even used outside of the Paldea region. I was at the time already, I must have gotten swept up in filling your minds with knowledge. Since today's lesson, our next class will be our midterm exam. Bring the wonders of history to the forefront of your minds in preparation. Oh, I got this. I got this. Totally got this. 2,000 years ago, 800 years ago, and it's multiple choice. Let's do that midterm. Yes. Get that easy A, get the items. Then I'll go to Blueberry Academy. Greetings, my little students. It is time for our midterm examination. Summon your historical knowledge from the dark recesses of your minds and answer the questions. Name it a geological formation in the center of Paldea region. The Great Crater of Paldea. What was long believed to rest in the depths of Area Zero? Treasure. How many years ago did Paldea Empire begin to rule? 2000. How many years ago? 805. Those seeking blank need to look no further than oranges of Paldea knowledge. Your time is up. Put your writing utensils down. That last question was a freebie. Even the least capable of you surely padded your score there. I sincerely hoped you did anyway. So ends our midterm examination. You may ask for your scores at the school's front desk. That's a 100. That's definitely a 100 right there. I did not miss a single one. Feels great to get a test out of the way, doesn't it? Let's take a look at your results. You must get 3 questions correct to pass the midterm exams and 4 questions correct to pass the final exams. See how you did on your history test. 5 out of 5 questions correctly. Let's go. Passing score, congratulations. Ms. Rayford asked us to give this reward to any students who pass the exam. Ooh. Keep doing your best. Alright. Is there any special places I could go to? Ooh, there's a lot of people. There's definitely a lot of people. Wait, she's around here? Where the hell? Where's she at? Where's she at? Where's she at? Where's she at? She's definitely not around here. Where's she at? What? I haven't seen this character in a minute. Oh, there she is. Yo, what's up? Yeah, what, Hubs? Hurry up and hide and keep quiet, okay? What? Phew, that was close. What you doing? Yeah, you know, I'm just, guess I might as well come clean. Take a look over there. Do you get it now? A little context, please. Ah, sorry. Your jump scare earlier completely frazzled me. My brain's still trying to reboot. Alright, here's the sitch. Team Starve started coming to school again, but I don't know if they're gonna fit in, okay? And it's been playing on my mind, you know? So I'm checking on them from over here. I still be able to play with my controller attached in? Guess we're still not exactly getting a warm welcome here, huh? Okay, I'm good. Well, duh. Sure, the teachers finally figured out we're not a bunch of delinquents. But it's not like we can press a magic button to make everyone else accept us. True story. We gotta fix this, my man. Time for a change of tack. Huh, a change of tack. What are they gonna start wearing? Normal school uniforms so they stop scaring off the other kids? Oh, Momo, Horty, they're both really trying their best to fit in here at school. A change of tack, huh? What exactly are you suggesting? How about we say a big friendly howdy to everyone here? Like, just yell it loud as we can. He just dropped his thing. What? That's stupid. Go on and embarrass yourself if you want to, but count me out. Yeah, that idea seems a bit off. Hold up, let me explain. You know Rhyme, right? She does this at her concerts, no joke. If the crowd ain't hyped at the start of the show, she'll shout the loudest greeting you've ever heard into the mic, like "Sup y'all" or whatever. Lifts the mood like nobody's business. Yeah, that makes sense, because those are concerts. This is school. It's different. Okay, smart guy, so we're opting for the cold shoulder treatment forever, then, are we? No, that'd totally suck. It would, wouldn't it? So yeah, our only option is to yell at everyone so they know we're nice. Here, I'm gonna go for it. Oh boy. Hey, morning y'all. How we all feeling today? Oh no, Giacomo. What are you doing? This is so embarrassing. Everyone have a good time. Come on, Ortega, you gotta do it too. Hold on a sec. You're just practicing for your DJ sets, aren't you? Thanks for coming tonight. Quick, say it. Thanks for coming tonight. Yikes! I'm getting secondhand embarrassment from this. Hey, what do you mean, thanks for coming? We're not hosting anything. What on earth? For real! Are those guys from Team Star? What the heck are they yelling for? Is this some kind of skit? Heh, they're pretty funny. I guess they're not as scary as I thought. No way. People are actually warming up to them? Why? That makes zero sense. Momo and Orty really are operating on a different level. I'm kind of amazed. Seems all my worrying was for nothing, huh? Now that that's all settled, I guess I should get going. Hasta la vista. Interesting. Where am I? Okay. There's still other stuff I could do. Should I do another class? I kind of want to do another class. Just to get all the stuff out of the way. Wait, history again? Should I do history? That's what you can see, don't be tardy. Is this gonna be different? I kind of forgot how it goes because I haven't taken school in a while in this game. Greetings, my little students. Whatever you did yesterday is now a part of history. I was hoping to continue unraveling the marvels that history has presented to us today. However, I imagine your ability to concentrate has been spectacularly derailed by my midterm. I suppose changing things up for fun and variety may be a good idea every now and then. So allow me to tell you an old fairy tale that has been passed down in Paldea for generations. Once upon a time, there was a king who very much enjoyed collecting treasure. He was particularly fond of treasures from other countries. One day, a merchant from the east heard rumors of this king and came to meet him. The merchant laid out 4 treasures in front of the treasure-loving king. The 4 treasures were as follows: a vessel, a sword, a set of tablets, and a set of beads. Seeing such rarities before him, the king leaped for joy. He showered the merchant with gold coins and claimed all 4 of the treasures for himself. Aha, perfect timing to make eye contact, young Hubs. Answer me this. I said that one of the treasures was a set of tablets. What do you think these tablets were? a set of tablets. Wooden planks? Correct. Your daily pursuit of knowledge serves you well. These particular tablets were wooden and used as a written medium in the East in ancient times. As you may know, they fell out of popular use as paper had become more universally available. For the king to consider these paper substitutes treasures, they must have been of superb quality. That, or perhaps they had some amazingly profound teachings written on them. So the king obtained these 4 treasures, and on that very night, it is said that a terrible disaster rained down upon his castle, reducing it to rubble by dawn. Oh, is that the time already? I wasn't done with my story, but alas, so ends today's lesson. If you are interested in how the story ends, you may come see me outside class hours. Okay. That does that class. For now. Teach more. I must obtain knowledge. I must learn about this class, not class, but this fairy tale that she was speaking about. Greetings, my little students. Whatever you did yesterday is now part of history. Today we'll continue to unravel the marvels of history is presented to us. I trust that you all remember our lesson before the midterm exam concerning the great crater of Paldea and its interior, Area Zero. This mysterious crater captured the imaginations of many, including the former Paldean emperor. 200 years ago, a group of explorers claimed to have finally reached its depths. The name of the team that achieved this great feat was the Area Zero Expedition. The team is said to have been made up of Paldea's best and brightest. Skilled battlers, brilliant researchers, talented individuals of all kinds. Among those said team members was the name of a man who was an author and brilliant natural historian, Heath. After returning from the expedition to Area Zero, he used his literary talent to record the events of the expedition and publish them. Okay, now it's my turn. Haha, perfect time to make eye contact, young hubs. Let's see if you were paying attention. What was the name of the team that first made it to the deepest reaches of the crater? Area Zero Expedition. Correct. To pick up on and remember a term, I simply slipped into the flow of the lecture. You really are quite the clever one. The correct name for this team is the Area Zero Expedition. The record of their activities written by the expedition member Heath can be found in bookstores and the like even today. This record is now known as the Scarlet Book. At the time, the entire region of Paldea was absolutely buzzing about Area Zero. The Scarlet Book was so popular that practically everyone had a copy. However, the book itself was full of fantastical descriptions and illustrations of things that could never be thought of as real. The masses began to call Heath a liar. Even the truth of the expedition making it to the bottom of the crater was called into question. The Scarlet Book was condemned to the shelves of used bookstores as just another book of wild paranormal stories. There's a copy on one of the bookshelves on the ground floor of the entrance hall. Feel free to have a read if you're interested. Oh, is that the time already? I must have gone swept up in filling your minds with knowledge. And this ends today's lesson. We will unravel more of history's enigmas together next time. Interesting. Okay. The next history class. Of course. Who doesn't love history? Greetings, my little students. Whatever you do yesterday is now part of history. Today is our last class, so I would like to unravel the marvels that history is presented to us one last time. In our last class, I taught you about the Area Zero expedition of 200 years ago, correct? The last 200 years is not that long ago at all. How unfortunate that our history lessons must march so inexorably toward the future. Would it not be more of an adventure to march toward the past instead? To start from our present and study history in reverse? I think it would. So you agree with me, do you, Hubs? However, I'm afraid I risk incurring the wrath of our dear director if I stray from the curriculum. I hope I have no choice. I suppose I have no choice but to let the flow of time carry us toward the future. In this last class of ours, I shall fill your minds with the history of the terrestrial phenomenon. The technology behind Terror Orbs has its origins in Area Zero. Even after the Area Zero expedition supposedly reached the crater's deepest depths, others continued to explore that area. And around 140 years ago, Pokemon cloaked in a mysterious light were discovered there. As you may have already guessed, these were in fact terrestrialized Pokemon. However, when those who discovered these Pokemon brought them out of Area Zero, the light faded, and the terrestrial phenomenon remained a mystery for quite some time. However, 10 years ago, that might as well be present day, a certain someone you have definitely heard of unraveled this mystery. Aha, perfect time to make eye contact, young Hubs. Answer me this. What is the name of the famous professor who unraveled the terrestrial phenomenon mystery? Ooh. Sada. Nice. Correct. To think that you, a new transfer to our academy, could correctly answer this question. You must be very diligent in your studies. Approximately 10 years ago, a professor named Sada unraveled the mystery of the terrestrial phenomenon. She discovered that the shining crystals down in Area Zero, or rather the energy they emit, is what causes Pokemon to terrestrialize. This led the professor to invent Terra Orb technology and to develop a practical use for it. This technology was then shared with both the Pokemon League and our academy. Rumor has it that Director Clavel was one of the direct researchers on the professor's team. Alas, this story is much less exciting now that someone we all know appears in it. Modern history truly is dull, isn't it? Thus ends my history classes. Our next session will be our final exam. Bring the wonders of history to the forefront of your minds in preparation. Alright. I got this. I'm gonna ace this test. This final. History final. You like history in this wafer? Yes. This will begin soon, don't be tardy. Cool. Let's do this. Get this shit over with. Greetings, my little students. It is time for our final examination. Summon your historical knowledge from the dark recesses of your minds and answer the questions. Area within the Great Crater Paldea called Area Zero. How many years ago was this academy founded? Andrew 5. Which of these do not appear in the Paldean fairy tale about 4 treasures? Ooh, folding fan. Which Area Zero expedition member wrote the record of team's activities? Heath. How many years ago did Professor Sada invent Terra Orbs? About 10. Time is up, put your writing utensils down. You must excuse that last question. It is too shallow and ridiculous to be on a history test. But alas, the director forced me to include it. So ends our final examination. You may ask for your scores at the school's front desk. Okay. It feels great to get a test out of the way, doesn't it? Let's take a look at your results. You must get 3 questions correct to pass the midterm exams and 4 questions correct to pass the final exams. Let's see how you're doing. History test. 5 out of 5 questions correctly. Nice. Miss Rayford asks us to give us a award on any student's pass the exam. Ooh, medium candies. Good. Okay, let's see what's going on around here. Oh, what? The professor's here? Where's the professor at? Should be in the same area. Oh, there she is. Why, if it isn't Hubs from Class 1A? Are you perhaps interested in the rest of the old tale I told you in class? Yeah. Huh. It is convenient that you would take the bait I presented in class. A vessel, a sword, a set of tablets, and a set of beads. After obtaining these 4 treasures, the king's castle was destroyed. Why, you ask? Because these 4 treasures were actually 4 Pokemon. As these Pokemon were passed from human hand to human hand as treasures, they slowly became tainted by hubris and greed. I'm hoping I pronounced that correctly. Actually, wait. Let me double check. Hubris pronunciation. Oh, was correct. Oh yeah, I'm right. Nice. Finally, after coming in contact with the rapacity of the king at that time, they awakened as disasters and began to rampage out of control. The king called for renowned Pokemon wielders to defend the country, and after a fierce battle, these incarnations of disaster were quelled. It is said that these 4 Pokemon were then sealed away somewhere in Paldea. Oh, I just got all of them. So what do you think? Would you say the story is just make-believe? No. Because I have them. Very astute of you. I have read many historical disaster reports, personal journals, and the like. There is much to support the truth of this story. If I am able to prove the story's veracity myself, I will be sure to let you know. Came even closer with Miss Rayford. Nice. I mean, I already have all the Pokemon. Hubs, the time has come. The Cursed Treasures, the 4 Pokemon of Ruin. They exist. And I stumbled upon the truth in the newspaper of all places, in an interview piece with a carpenter no less. The Pokemon wielders apparently used sacred stakes to seal these treasures of ruin in shrines. There is a separate shrine for each of the 4 Pokemon, and 8 stakes driven into the ground in the area surrounding each shrine keep the power of ruin at bay. Yeah, I already pulled one of those out. In other words, if all of the stakes for a given shrine were to be removed, it would release the Pokemon held inside. Don't you think it would be nice to free those Pokemon from the confines of their tiny little shrines, Hubs? Yeah. A kind soul, I see. You are proving really, truly useful. According to a descendant of the Pokemon wielders in the story, you must have a bond with Pokemon in order to remove the stakes. I'm sure someone as Pokemon savvy as yourself would have no trouble at all with that. You can choose for yourself whether to believe me or not, but I will mark the locations of these shrines on your map. I've already got all of them. I'd rather go myself, but skipping out on my classes to go adventuring seems to have made the director a little suspicious of me. You can think of it as part of your treasure hunt. Treasures of Ruin are still treasures after all. I hope you will investigate these shrines if you are at all inclined to do so. Now I gotta talk to her again. 5 Cent Gaming, yo, what's up? How you doing? Sorry, I didn't realize that you were in the chat earlier. Shoot dang. You feel trusted by Miss Rayford. It's like some weird dating game. Hi. Hello. Okay, she's still here, so that means there's more to say. Hubs, did you find any of the treasures of Ruin? Yeah. I have all 4 of them. Oh, you caught Tinglu, the Vessel of Ruin. Oh, how interesting. I simply cannot keep my curiosity under control. Judging by its shape and size, this vessel was almost certainly not for everyday use. Perhaps it was a work of art, or better yet, a ritual artifact housing some sort of deity. Did you beat the DLC yet? I beat the first half. I did everything in Kitakami. I also caught all of the special Pokemon, like the dog, the bird, and the monkey. I also caught the ogre, of course. So I did all that. Right now I'm just kind of chilling out, I guess. I'm doing Pokemon school. I feel that there must be some meaning behind the horns and the designs resembling eyes. Did you catch the Ursaluna? The Ursaluna in the other region? Could it be that this artifact was fashioned after the deity's very appearance? As the mystery grows ever deeper, my thirst for knowledge is slowly being quenched. Blood Moon Ursaluna in Kitakami. Not yet. Not yet. I think I have to talk to that camera woman, right? The one who's like standing over there and telling me to like catch a certain number of Pokemon. Heron. Yeah, okay. I still haven't gotten all the Pokemon for that region. That's crazy. I still I still haven't gotten all the Pokemon in the region, but I am trying. Yeah. You look like you have something more to report. What is it? Is she gonna go through all the Pokemon I just caught? Caught Chien-Pao, the Sword of Ruin. Oh, how interesting. I simply cannot keep my curiosity under control. So the sword's blade and hilt formed the Pokemon's left and right fangs. I wonder if the sword broke when it became a Pokemon, or perhaps it was always that way. She sure is. It's crazy. No way, I cannot imagine the king wanting to buy a broken sword. Maybe it was some sort of weapon that was meant to be used in this broken state. This mystery grows ever deeper. My thirst for knowledge. Okay. Yes, I've caught all the Pokemon. Yes, I caught Wo-Chien, the Tablets of Ruin. I've never seen so many wooden writing tablets strung together. It must have been an epic tale. Most excavated tablets are tantamount to graffiti or simple memos, still valuable tools for learning about the past, but nothing like this. I cannot read it, but given the length, it must be a story, yes, or perhaps the words of a curse. If only the words weren't faded, how frustrating. These wooden tablets piqued the curiosity of a king. What might have been written on them? Okay. Got Chi-Yu, yes, the Beads of Ruin. Beads like these were thought to be sacred and thus were worn during religious rituals. I believe they were most often worn as a single bead on the neck like a pendant, but it seems Chi-Yu has 4 of them. Were the beads worn in pairs like on the ears and wrists, or were the ritual perhaps performed by 4 people? What on earth would have caused beads such as these originally used to ward off disaster to become bringers of disaster themselves? This mystery grows ever deeper. Okay. Seeing part of history with my own eyes fills me with joy. I thank you, Hubs. This is simply amazing. You have now reported back to me with all 4 of the treasures of Ruin. I never thought that you would be able to do this much for me. You have my thanks, Hubs. I've done all this before I even talked to you. I would have liked to go looking for the treasures of Ruin myself and make them my own, but I suppose it was precisely because I sent you, someone with a pure heart, that we were able to accomplish this feat. They may be the treasures of my dreams, but I will allow you to have them for now. Consider this a symbol of my gratitude. To take it, it's yours. Ooh, nice. Nasty Blot. What are you gonna do, steal my Pokemon? Yeah, you truly are an interesting one, aren't you, Hubs? I hope you don't mind if I can keep an eye on you. Oh. Okay. Kinda scared, but okay. Is there anything else you want to say? How are the treasures of Ruin faring? If you ever find them too much to handle, I will gladly take them off your hands. Yeah, good luck with that. They're mine. I spent my hard-earned time in Google to get all them. Alright. Yeah, I'll eventually get to all of these. More classes. I love classes. Languages. I kind of forgot what this class is supposed to be. It's probably like language arts, right? Salvador. My dear friends, how are you all today? Feeling absolutely fantastic, I hope. It's time for Salvatore's language lesson. Oh god. Êtes-vous prêts? Are you ready, everyone? You can answer with yes or oui. Yes. C'est super. Hey yo, Hubley, hypothetically, if I had some trading cards up for sale, would you be interested in purchasing? Like, what trading cards? In our last class, I believe I taught you all how to say thank you in other languages, right? In les cours d'aujourd'hui, oh my gosh, it's been a while since I did French. Pokemon cards and some MTG. I'm not really interested in Magic. Pokemon cards, not super interested in those too, but like, I mean, you know, it's like once in a while I might buy some. Les cours d'aujourd'hui. Today's class, we will learn about a certain word sure to make people happy when you use it in your travels abroad. Yep. That's cool, no worries. What word, you ask? Well, you'll have to guess. Delicioso Hauchi Buono. Can anyone tell me what these words mean? Delicious. Just trying to get rid of some stuff. No, I get you, I get you. I knew I could count on you, Hubs. Cool. Delicioso wait. Delicio. Delicious. Delicia. How chi buono. Yes. Oh my gosh, this guy's trying to teach us like 3 languages at once. Using the local word for delicious at markets or restaurants is sure to get a big sourire, a smile. That is from whoever you're talking to. It'll make communication go more smoothly, I guarantee it. People love it when someone says the cuisine of their homeland is delicious. Who wouldn't be happy to receive such a compliment? And now, apropos of nothing, let me give you all one of my wise words of advice. The first step to smooth communication is to compliment the person you're talking to. After all, it's not very likely that a compliment would put someone in a bad mood. This doesn't only apply to people in other regions either, it's the same for all of you too. You can put this tip to use with your classmates. We all try complimenting each other after class. I bet it will make for an ambiance plus sympathique, a more friendly atmosphere. That's all for today. See you all au prochain cours, next lesson, that is adios matane. Good God, this guy is... Oof. If I were to take a lesson, like an actual language class with this guy, I would be so overwhelmed. I would be so overwhelmed. Okay, let's do another language class. See what he's got for us this time. Yeah, good luck trying to get rid of your cards, I guess, 5 cents. My dear friends, how are you all today? Okay, yeah. I am ready. What 3 words are you gonna throw at me now? He looks pissed. Ahem. Êtes-vous prêt? Are you ready? Yes. Très bien, very good. My lessons are not a one-way street. Non, I am très triste when no one speaks up. Very sad, that is. In our last class, I believe I taught you all how to say delicious in other languages, right? In le cours d'aujourd'hui, today's class, we will learn about a very special phrase that you can put to use when the time is just right. Aishiteru. Aishiteru. Je t'aime, te amo, ich liebe dich. Wait, ich liebe dich. Ugh. Does anyone know what these phrases mean? Well, I know one of them. Aishiteru means I love you in Japanese. Fantastique, Hubs. Correct, you deserve a médaille d'or, a gold medal. Je t'aime, te amo, ich liebe dich. These 3 phrases you may know, I think. Why? Because they're all quite famous ways to say I love you. Oh my, have I embarrassed you all, my friends. What timid little garçons et filles, shy boys and girls that is. It's so very important to express your feelings about things to others, you know. This is especially true for positive emotions. If you get married someday and argue with your spouse over some silly little thing, all you have to do is apologize and say, I love you, et tout ira bien, and all will be well, that is. I should know. Why, just last week I had a big argument with ma femme, my dear wife, that is. But I was quick to say I'm sorry and all was well. And now, apropos of nothing, let me give you all one of my wise words of advice. It's best to be quick to apologize when you have an argument with someone. That goes for your families, friends, and your crushes. I know you can do it. I believe in you. Our prochain cours, our next class, will be the midterm exam. Be sure to review what we learned in all our lessons so far. Adios, matane. Wow. This guy. Aishiteru. Yeah. Let's do the midterm. Yes. Get this shit out of the way, please. Oh my gosh. Trying to learn like 6 different languages at once is crazy. And it's only like basic words too. I mean, yeah, I get it. It's supposed to be like one of those like children games. Aujourd'hui, today we take our midterm exam. Détendez-vous, relax, that is, and do your best. Êtes-vous prêts? Are you ready? Let's begin. Gracias, arigato, merci, and chia chia are all share the same meaning. What is it? Thank you. Which of the following means delicious? Delicio. Which of these phrases doesn't belong? Ich liebe dich, je t'aime, te amo, time to eat. When speaking with a person, what is the first step to smooth communication? Ooh, compliment them. What is your beloved teacher's name? Bruh. Salvador. Fuck. Say fini, time is up. Posez vos stylos, put down your pens, that is. I hope that was easy enough for you, especially that dernier question, that last question. I'm sure you all did great, bravo my friends. You can check your scores at the school's front desk. Oh boy, I fucked up that last question. I definitely fucked up that last question. Feels like I did get a test. Alright, let's look at the results. Yeah. 4. Let's go. Oof. Man, that was something. Salvatore, not Salvador, Salvatore. I'm not good with names, if anyone's wondering. I suck at names. How did you like the midterm exam? Y'all did really great. We're halfway there, and now time for another lesson. Êtes-vous prêts? Are you ready? Yes. Très bon réponse. Great answer. Merci, my friends. I knew I could count on you stars. Leading up to the midterm, we learned all sorts of words from different regions. Starting today, though, I'll be throwing a curveball before we begin listening comprehension. Vas-y, go for it, with my assistant, Pikachu. What? Ain't no way. As you just heard, Pokemon can also use words to communicate. It's not always easy for us to understand them, but their words have meaning just as ours do. Pokemon can use language to share all kinds of information with each other, like the location of food or whether there may be predators nearby. The same Pokemon's cries may sound different depending on what it wants to say. I'm sure you're all curious, so aujourd'hui... Wait, is the J silent? Ajord? Fuck, bro. It's been way too long since I took French. Of course I can't. I have to go on a website. What? Okay, it's the H that's silent. Aujourd'hui. So aujourd'hui today, that is, let's learn some Pokemon language. Je t'en prie, if you would be so kind, Pikachu. What emotion do you suppose Pikachu was trying to convey just now? Say it again. Je t'en prie, if you would be so kind. Guess happiness. Sorry, Hubs, it's not right. Pokemon language is hard, isn't it? When Pikachu says... It's using its angry voice. That's right, I had my little Pikachu friend here pretend to be angry for us. Don't you think he did a great job? Give Pikachu a round of applause, everyone. Wow. The same Pokemon can even communicate its feelings in many different ways. Their voices change depending on their mood and physical condition. Try listening more carefully to Pokemon, you might gain a deeper understanding of them. That having been said, Pokemon are quite mysterious creatures. Some actually don't communicate with words at all, but instead use things like electromagnetic or ultrasonic waves. Some even use telepathy. And now, apropos of nothing, let me give you all one of my wise words of advice. If you poke at your Pokemon too many times while watching them during picnics, they'll get mad at you like Pikachu just demonstrated. Well, adios, matane, a la prochaine. See you later, everyone. So not only are we learning other languages, but we're learning Pokemon languages. What? See, it's a lot easier to see it in a cartoon because their emotions are a lot more exaggerated. I was kind of confused when you had Pikachu do that. Okay, my dear friends, how are you all today? I hope you're doing marvelously well. It's time for another of Salvatore's language lessons. Êtes-vous prêt? Are you ready? Oui. I expect no less from my excellent friends. Even your replies to my questions are excellent. Aujourd'hui, today we will once again be focusing on listening. Vas-y, go for it, my assistant Pikachu. As you may remember from our last class, the same Pokemon's cries may sound different depending on what it wants to say. Aujourd'hui, today that is, we'll be learning more about the language used by Pokemon. Je t'en prie if you would be so kind, Pikachu. That sounds a little bleak, doesn't it? His voice seems a little lower pitched, too. What emotion do you suppose Pikachu was trying to convey just now? Sadness. Ding ding ding, that's right, Hubs, fantastique. And Pikachu says, it's expressing sadness, kind of makes you want to cry, doesn't it? That's right, I had my little Pikachu cry as if it was crying. Haha, funny joke, right? Don't you think it did a great job? Give Pikachu a round of applause, everyone. So literally all the big classes we're doing now is just how Pikachu conveys its emotions. And now, apropos of nothing, let me give you all one of my wise words of advice. If you hear one of your Pokemon making sad noises like this one, you should treat them with even more kindness than usual. Well, you probably already knew that, though. A piece of cake for you all, I'm sure. Of course, this goes for your classmates and others as well. Friends should support each other in times of sadness. I truly hope that you all can have smiles on your faces all the time, my friends. Our prochaine cours, next lesson that is, will be our final lesson together. I hope you're ready for the climactic finale. Adios, matane. Oh boy. Ai, shiteru. Alright. Let's do that. Let's do the final language. Final test. Or not test, but final class with Pikachu again. Come on, come on. My dear friends, how are you all today? Time for the last of Salvatore's language lessons. Êtes-vous prêts? Are you ready? Yes. What a réponse fantastique. Great answer. That is perfect for our last class together. I love it. And aujourd'hui, today we will once again be having a listening lesson. Vas-y, go for it, my assistant Pikachu. Let's get right to it, my little Pikachu friend. For our last listening class, tell everyone how you're feeling right now. S'il te plaît. Whoa. Ooh, can you feel that? That's one contagious emotion in Pikachu's voice. What emotion do you suppose Pikachu was trying to convey just now? Do it again, do it again. I'm gonna say pain. Oh my, did Pikachu sound like it was in pain to you, Hubs? When Pikachu says, oh, was it surprise? It's expressing happiness, doesn't make you just want to break out into a happy dance. Oh, I cannot tell. But I didn't have to ask Pikachu to put on an act today. Oh no, I simply asked him to show you all how it felt about getting to have class with you. Getting to meet so many new friends and study together in this class with you. It's made both me and my little Pikachu so very happy. And now, apropos of nothing, let me give you one last little wise word of advice. As you live your lives, I'm sure you will all have times when you get mad or sad, maybe even more than you would like. Everything has its ups and downs. Life is a veritable roller coaster. But à la fin, in the end, that is, there is surely happiness waiting for you. So, gardez le sourire, keep a smile on your face, even in the hardest of times. When you're faced with a problem that you can't handle alone, find someone to rely on, be it a teacher, your family, your friends, anyone. Approchen Core, next lesson will be our final exam. Be sure to review what we learned in all our lessons so far. Adios, matane. Bruh. Bruh. Crazy ass class. Let's do it. I'm ready. I'm ready to ace this test. Aujourd'hui, today we take our final exam. Détendez-vous, relax that is, and do your best. Êtes-vous prêts? Are you ready? Let's begin. The following means delicious. Delicioso. What do these two foreign phrases mean? Je t'aime, ich liebe dich. I love you. No way. Based on what you just heard, what emotion do you think Pikachu is expecting? Do it again. Okay, this is anger. Happiness. What is your beloved teacher's name? Salvatore. C'est fini, time is up. Posez vos stylos, put down your pens, that is. I assume the obligatory dernier question, last question, that is, gave you no trouble. I'm sure you all did great. Bravo, my friends. You can get your scores at the school's front desk. That's a 5 out of 5. That's a 100 right there. Easy 100. Man, they actually added Pikachu at the end. It's crazy. Nice. What's the reward? Let's go. More XP candy. How many more classes do I got? Okay, I got 3 more. I could do this. Ooh, battle studies. Yes. Dendra. Class will begin soon. Don't be tardy. Another day, another round of battle study. Let's get right to it. I hope you gave auto battles a shot like we talked about last class. Making good use of auto battles will let you train up a bunch of different Pokemon. It's also an efficient way to gather the Pokemon materials you need to make TMs at TM machines. Speaking of which, have you all been using the TM machines? I sure hope so, because it's pop quiz time. To create TMs, you need Pokemon materials and one more other thing. Anyone remember what that is? LP. Looks like you're already a TM Machine Pro, new kid. The correct answer is League Points, or LP for short. You can give LP and Pokemon materials to a TM machine to create TMs, but that's not all. You can also exchange Pokemon materials at a TM machine to get LP. I recently heard about some shady individuals getting LP illegally using a technique called hacking or something like that. I don't want any of you getting involved in bad stuff like that, got it? Anyway, you can also add TMs that you want to make to your watch list. This will let you keep an eye on the materials you need to gather. In conclusion, in order to make TMs, you need Pokemon materials, and if you want to get a hold of lots of materials, you'll have to battle all kinds of Pokemon. Oh man, I was just about to suggest we do some hands-on practice to really drive the point home, but I guess we're never gonna have the time. Class is over for now, take care of you little rascals. Nice. Battle Studies Part 6. Class will begin soon, don't be tardy. Of course. Oh, this is our last class, but don't let those energy levels drop before we wrap things up. You've shown that you have more than enough knowledge to be super strong battlers. I don't know that I have much left to teach you. but we can always aim for even ever greater heights. So today I'm going to teach you about the rules of link battles. When two trainers participate in link battles together, they can engage in either single battles or double battles with each other. And if you're playing in a group of 4, you can all battle each other in multi-battles. Now when you're out having battles during your independent study, you can use whatever number of Pokemon you like, and they can be any level. But in link battles, there are special rules to keep in mind. Some of these special rules involve adjusting Pokemon levels. Now the no restrictions rule set lets all Pokemon stay at their current level. It lets trainers use multiple Pokemon of the same species and multiples of the same held item too. But if you choose to use normal rules, all Pokemon will be set at level 50 for your battles, regardless of what level they actually are. This even includes lower level Pokemon. They'll get a power boost to participate. Normal rules let you use multiples of the same Pokemon species and of the same held items too. The great part about this rule set is that it lets any of your Pokemon participate. All they have to do is learn some good moves. Lastly, the rule set called Flat Rules mostly affects Pokemon over level 50. Such Pokemon will be set to level 50 for the duration of the battle. The Flat Rules rule set is the one often used for official tournaments. This rule set does not allow trainers to use multiple Pokemon of the same species or multiples of the same held item. Alright, here's a question for you. Which rule set should you pick if you want to use a lower level Pokemon and keep its level low? Normal. Ooh, gotcha there. Normal rules address all Pokemon to level 50, even lower level ones. What? If you got some clever strategy that you need to use a level 5 Pokemon for, your best bet is to choose the Flat Rules rule set. Of course, you can also choose no restrictions if you want to battle with any Pokemon you want at any level and with any held item. That's a pretty good rule set for when you want to battle freely with friends. In conclusion, normal rules adjust all Pokemon to level 50, flat rules let you use the lower level Pokemon at their actual levels. I hope you use these tips to have some exciting battles with your friends. Aw man, I was just about to suggest we do some hands-on practice to really drive your point home, but I guess we truly are out of time. Next class will be our final exam. Aim for a perfect score. Os os. Hell yeah. Final exam, Pokemon battle with the teacher. That's what I want to do. Probably won't be able to. Do that final. Do I get a special little graduation ceremony if I finish all of this? It's finally game day. Today is our final exam. Time to put on your game faces and do battle with those test sheets. Which cheer boosts attack and special attack for all allies are deteriorated Pokemon? Go all out. What do we call the battles that Pokemon sent out with the Arbor and do on their own? Auto battles. How should you do Pain LP? Exchange materials. High level Pokemon are adjusted to what level when using flat rules and link battles? 50. When using normal rules and link battles, you can use multiple Pokemon of the same species and multiples of the same held items. False. Thumbs up, put your pencils down. I'll say you give it everything you got. I'm sure you've all got perfect scores. You all did so well in my class. If you pass this test, you'll officially be Battle Masters. Now go ask for your surely stellar scores at the front desk, you little rascals. Oh boy. I'm kind of nervous about this one because like it's been a minute since I took this class. Feels great to test out ladies. Let's get 3 questions. Okay. 5? 4 to 5. I'll take it. I'll take it. I love candy. Actually, wait. Let's see if there's anyone I can go say hi to. I'm gonna say hi to her again. The Team Star boss. Whatever her name is, Penelope or something. Penny. Oh hey, Hubs. I'm checking in on Atticus. So keep your voice down, okay? Okie dokie. Appreciate it. I must say, the Academy Emporium stocks some rather splendid wares. I admit my expectations were far lower than warranted. Wow, he really seems to have taken a shine to the school store. Doesn't seem like he'll notice us anytime soon, so I guess there's no point whispering. You know, of all my Team Star friends, it's Atticus I'm worried will have the most trouble fitting in. Greetings, my good shopkeep. I would very much like to acquire the limited edition ninja garments released today. I believe you have 5 sets in stock, yes? Ah, the ninja cosplay set, yes. I'm sorry, dear, but someone bought the last 2 from us earlier. We're completely sold out. What? This cannot be. If I'm unable to procure those garments, why, that'll ruin everything. It appears I have no choice but to track down this rival patron of mine, and when I find them, I shall fix them with my piercing gaze and beg on bended knee for the ninja garments I so crave. Bruh. What? Since when was Atticus this good looking? Wait, no, focus. If he starts begging some kid for their ninja outfit, people will think he's a weirdo. We should stop him, right? Let's just see how this pans out. Seriously? But... Oh, Don Atticus, here you are. My young compadre. I must apologize. About the garments I promised you so that we might dress as ninja together. Oh yeah, I got discovered. I already bought 2 sets of that ninja cosplay stuff for us to wear. I beg your pardon. When I came here earlier, the shopkeeper lady was putting them out on the shelves, so I bought one for you and one for me. You know how popular these outfits are. I was super lucky to be able to snag them. Now come on, let's go play ninja outside. Goodness me, what a happy turn of events. I shall retrieve my shuriken from my quarters so that we might enjoy some target practice. Ooh, awesome. I can also use my masterful stitchery to transform thy ninja garments into a sublime vision of poison. What say you? I'm good, thanks. Ha ha ha, the insolence of this one. Crazy. Phew, looks like he was able to wrap up this little escapade without making a scene. But more importantly, Atticus has already made a friend at school. Kinda makes me feel bad that I thought I had to spy on him. Anyway, I guess I'll get going. Hasta la vista. Wow. Okay, she's still traveling around. Oh, there is another... Isn't there like 2 more people or 1 more person? Might be 1 more person. Nowhere. Okay. Who's Penny spying on now? How are you doing, Hubs? I've never been inside the art room before. It smells like paint in here, but in a good way. What brings you here? Well, I'm worried about this rumor that's going around. People are saying Team Star is planning to raid the art room or something. It's probably just rubbish made up by some kids who are still scared of Team Star, though. My friends will never do anything like that, and who would want to raid the art room anyway? Knock knock, we're coming in. Oh boy. God, they actually showed up. Wow, this Staraptors is incredible. Looks just like it's about to attack with close combat. Hey, you with the art club or what? Yeah, I am. Don't tell me that rumor was for real. Are they actually going to raid the art room? No, there's no way. They wouldn't. We should just keep watching. So, did you need anything? Yeah, I'm here to ask, you know, if you got any last words, punk. Hey, yo. No way, it's a raid. This is literally a raid. Oh, knock it off, Melly. Being shy is one thing, but you can't go around threatening people to cover it up. Right, sorry, Ari, my bad. What the heck? So, about your club, the art club, I mean, I was wondering if I could join. Oh, you wanted to ask about club membership? Sheesh, you had me scared there. We're open to any students who want to join, but, yes, isn't that great, Melly? Hang on, Ari, this guy's still got something to say. Spit it out then. I gotta earn my way in or what? No, it's just I was hoping I could ask what prompted you to go for the art club, that's all. You're asking me why I want to join. Well, if I gotta explain, one of my pals made this outfit for me, these sick boots and everything. I'm big into flame patterns like this, so I want to try and make something like it myself. So yeah, painting, that's what I want to do. I'm a total newbie at it, but I realized something when I saw that real simple looking fledgling painting on the wall there. I don't have to be some genius artist, I just want to make art that has its own charm, you know. The fletchling painting, I did that one. That one's yours? I thought it was like a finger painting by a kindergartner or something. Haha, yeah, I get that all the time. Our president's paintings are real lovable because they're real simple, everyone says so. Huh, you're the art club's president. I can already tell we'll have a lot of fun in the club together. Could you tell us her name? Your boots are awesome, can I get a closer look? The name's Mela, and yeah, good eye. My boots are the best. A pal of mine who's a big arts and crafts nerd made them for me. So the raid thing was just a misunderstanding. Well, that's a relief, but wow, I didn't know that Melly wanted to join the art club. I can't wait to see what Melly paints. I bet it'll be something amazing, huh? Yeah, I guess. God, Ari, how'd you know we were here? Wait, were you supposed to be hiding? I was wondering what was going on. You were just kind of hanging out in the open over here. But you don't need to worry anyway. Melly's been too nervous to notice you. Wow, so even Melly gets the jitters sometimes. Trying new things is scary for everyone. That's why I came with her for moral support. But you know, I think she'll be just fine. And she's not the only one doing something new. Carmen and I have started up a wrestling club. Melly will have a blast here, I'm sure, so I gotta keep up with her. I'll enjoy the time I have left at the academy as much as I can. Anyway, it was nice bumping into you both. Hasta la vista. Huh. Melly and Ari really are putting themselves out there, aren't they? I guess I'll head off too. Hasta la vista. Nice. She's still here. Nope. Professor's here though. What is the true meaning of strength, I wonder? Okay. Is there any other places she's going to? Classroom 1D. Okay. Who is she spying on now? I don't want to go anywhere, what? Okay, there she is. Oh, hey, Hubs. Welcome to my classroom. All the students here are into STEM track, just like me. So, there's something I want to talk to you about. Oh, but not here. Let's go somewhere we can talk in private. Okay. Evolutions. Oh, this is her room. Drinking a lot of Monster and ramen, I see. This is my room. Make yourself at home. Nice and cozy in here. Yeah, I know, right? Being surrounded by my VBs and figurines is my kind of heaven. Anyway, you must be wondering why I brought you here. It's about my Team Star friends. They really mean the world to me. I love them all so much that I got scared they weren't gonna fit in, okay? Or be happy at school. That's why I've been sort of spying on them since they came back. But it turns out I didn't need to worry, they're already having a great time. And now I feel bad that I didn't have it in me to believe in them in the first place. They've all grown so much, but I haven't changed since Operation Starfall. I'm still scheming up ways to fix things by myself instead of having a little faith. It's only natural you'd worry. You really think so? That's a normal thing for friends to do. Oh, I feel better after talking it out with you. Hubs, thanks. And I want you to know you're a really important friend to me too. That goes for Nemina as well, and even Arvin and Koraidon. You know, I don't normally like having people in my room. But you're an exception. Stop by for a chat or whatever anytime. Till our next confab, then hasta la vista. Oh, that's sweet. There's a lot of Pokemon for clinging to the bed. Poster Palafin, Pelagic Protector. This would actually be my type of room, except I wouldn't have an entire, like, thing there. An entire server there. Empty boxes of instant foods are scattered around the kitchen. Yeah. Actually, wait. Is there anything else she's gonna say? Hi there, Sylveon. Is there anything else she's gonna say? Doesn't get any better than chilling in my room with my VVs. Feel free to stay a while. Okay, she's probably gonna say the same thing. Yeah, this room is definitely a vibe, I'd say. Alright. Do another class. We're doing another one. Art. Yep, Mr. Hassle's class. Hello class, it is I, Hassle, yet again. In our previous class we discussed what beauty is, which might have been a little boring for you. So today I thought I would mix things up a little to pique your interest in art. Allow me to introduce our special guest. Geibel. This is Professor Geibel, the assistant lecturer for today. Now then, Professor Geibel, if you would be so kind as to terrestrialize for us. Flashbang. Flowers. Interesting. As some of you may already... What? Sorry. Something popping up on my screen. As some of you may already know, a Pokemon can terrestrialize if you use a Terra Orb. Normally, Professor Geibel would be of the Dragon type. But by terrestrializing, it's succeeded in changing its type. So class, what type do these lovely glistening flowers above Professor Geibel's head represent? Grass. Excellent, Hubs. Full marks for you. Oh, Penny's in class too. That's cute. These beautiful flowers blooming above Professor Geibel's head show that it has now become a grass type. The shape of the Terra Jewel above a Pokemon's head depends on the Pokemon's Terra type. To summarize, if an opponent's Pokemon terrestrializes during battle, observe a Pokemon's Terra Jewel closely to see which type it has become, and choose effective moves accordingly. It is my sincere hope that today's lecture will help you all achieve beautiful victories. The terrestrial phenomenon is indeed a fascinating and deep subject to discuss. That is it for today, class. Thank you, Professor Geibel, for your help. cute. One thing I hope in this new Pokemon game is if they add voice acting. Probably won't happen though. Yes. Class will begin soon, don't be tardy. Alrighty. Hello class, it is I, Hassel, yet again. I've been told that my previous lecture about the terrestrial phenomenon was very well received. Thank you all for your kind words. In fact, Ms. Dendra specifically requested that I impart even more battle knowledge to my students. So I have decided that today we will take another look at how a Pokemon can terrestrialize. And of course, here is Professor Geibel to help us. Now then, Professor Geibel, if you would be so kind as to terrestrialize for us. Flashbang. Water? Now what do we have here? Last class we saw grass type terrestrializing, but this time we have something of a different shape. Oh no, it's ice, sorry. Observe a Terrajewel resembling a snowflake. Its dendritic shape is stunning to behold. It's a little chilly standing so close to it. So class, what Terra type do you imagine this jewel might represent? Nice. Excellent hubs, full marks for you. The reason there's a snowflake shining above Professor Geibel's head is simple, it is now in ice type. And because Professor Geibel is currently the ice type moves would not be very effective against it. Keep in mind, usually they would deal quadruple damage to Geibel. Now here's some trivia about snowflakes. While snowflakes come in many different shapes and sizes, most are classified as hexagons. Just think of it, snowflakes fall from the sky taking similar shapes without anyone saying they must. Do you not feel the great mystery of nature and the beautiful enigma we live in? This is a bit of a tangent, but Mr. Jack's glasses are also hexagonal, aren't they? I almost forgot to mention that you can change a Pokemon's Terra type at the Treasure Eatery, located in Medali. Though I must say the cook there is a little prickly, you'll need to get on her good side if you want her help. Now come prepared for next class because it is time for your midterm examination. Thank you for today, Professor Geibel. Okay, well if it's all terrestrialized questions, I should be fine. The typing is quite literally right in front of your face. Yep. Gonna ace this test. I do hope you're all ready because it is time for your midterm exam. Focus and do your best. And to begin. What is the name of the gemstone that glows over Pokemon's head when it terrestrializes? Terrastone. When the answer to question 1 is in the shape of flowers, what type does it present? Grass. What shape are most snowflakes classified as? Hexagon. What is the Eatery that allows you to change a Terra type? I think you said Medali. What makes something beautiful? I did Beholder. Time's up, that's it for today's test. Pencils down, please. I would rather not have students worry about passing or failing in my art class, but tests are tests after all. Anyway, good work everyone. You can check your results at the front desk. Oh boy, I hope I don't fail art class. Don't want to go through the same steps as a certain person in history. Come on. It's a 5, right? Okay, a 4. I'll take it. Nice. More. I need more. gotta get through all these classes, you know, and graduate into a new school. Hello class, it is I, Hassel, yet again. I'm pleased to say that everybody did very well on the midterm exams. As a reward for all of your hard work, we have a special guest visiting us today. Is it Geibel again? Now then, Brassy, please come in. Greetings. Oh, it's the wit guy. I am Brassius. I am an artist and I focus exclusively on grass-type Pokemon for my work. Brassius here mainly creates three-dimensional pieces such as statues and the like. One of his major works is the installation titled Surrendering Sunflora, founded in Artisan. Many of you who've challenged the Artisan Gym are no doubt familiar with these sculptures. Yes, I do recognize some faces among your students. I hope you all understand how fortunate you are to be able to attend Haas's class. Old Haas is the man who saved me from when I had lost all hope and given up on myself. But he never gave up on me. I do not exaggerate when I say that he is my mentor in life. It is precisely thanks to Haas that I was able to establish my current art style. Ah, dear Brassy. I have nothing against reminiscing about old times, but today I hope you will guide this class in a way only you can. Of course. Let's see. Why don't we discuss what Haas mentioned, surrendering Sunflora? Can anyone here tell what my mood was when I crafted its detached expression? Surrendering Sunflora. Surrendering Sunflora. Sad? Okay, it's happy. No, completely and utterly wrong. When I made that sculpture, I had surrendered all hope. I was preparing to give up everything. I had resolved to give up my life as an artist if that piece did not receive proper recognition. Hence the name Surrendering Sunflora. That's exactly it, Haas. When I started out as an artist, I experienced many hardships. I even became deathly ill and fell into a slump that drove me to desperation. I began worrying only about what would sell. I was concerned only with fame and fortune. But all of my pieces during this time had no depth. They were all shallow trash. It was then that I met Haas. He helped me realize how petty I was being. I'll spare you the details. But in the end, I was able to leave all that behind. And that is also when I crafted the Sunflora. Remarkable, even I did not know the full story until now. This kind of thing is hard to tell everyone, especially when they are so close to you. Now I don't doubt that you adolescents will often find your heads crowded with worries. My advice to you is simple: be honest with yourself and do whatever your heart desires, so long as you don't cause trouble, that is. That is all from me. I must admit I am beginning to feel a bit embarrassed, so I bid you farewell, Haas, and farewell to your pupils as well. Oh, Brassy, I can't believe it. Such a wonderful class, think. And he starts crying. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He's down. He's crying. Down and out for the couch. Couch. I would love to have more class with Hassel. Hopefully he doesn't cry again. Hello class, it is I, Hassel, yet again. First, allow me to apologize for losing my composure during our last class. I was so touched by Brassy's story that I simply couldn't contain my emotions. I'm sorry for making such a scene. I certainly got a very stern talking to from Miss Time after that class, yes. Anyway, let us shift gears and dive into the material for today's class. Now, have any of you heard of the 10 sites of Paldea? As the name would imply, they are 10 sites in Paldea that are particularly beautiful. Among them, I would say that the Grand Olive Orchard is likely the most accessible. You can see field after field of olive trees from the hill on the way to Cortondo. 2 waterfalls are also counted among these 10 sites, Fury Falls and Casaroya Falls. Then there's the peak of Glaciado Mountain, known as Paldea's highest peak. There's another cliff on Glaciado Mountain that's named after its rather unique shape. So let me ask you, my students, what is the name of the three-pronged cliff on Glaciata Mountain? No need to grasp at straws. Grasp. Exactly, it looks like a hand taking hold of something, doesn't it, Hubs? The three-pronged cliff on Glaciato Mountain is in fact known as Glaciato's Grasp. Though its shape is far too stubby to be that of a human hand, I imagine someone thought it looked like a Pokemon hand grabbing something. There's also the mountains in Area 3 of the East Province, where you can get a good look at Laventia. It's particularly gorgeous at night. In fact, the view is so brilliant it is known as the Million-Volt Skyline. I hear it's quite a hotspot for dates and deservedly so for having such a romantic view. I imagine it's, what do the kids say these days, a very fleek selfie spot. Oof. Oof. Yeah, you're a bit behind on the times, man. Of course, you may feel that not all 10 sites live up to their grandiose names. How often do we visit some tourist spot only to be disappointed? Not to say that you shouldn't visit them, only that you should keep your hopes in check. The important thing is to go yourself and see them with your own eyes. And sometimes a disappointing experience can be worthwhile in its own way. Take a chance. Well, that's it for today, class. Thank you for your attention. Ha ha ha. Alright, more art. Yes. Man, these questions are gonna be so random. Except for the terrestrialized ones, those are gonna be like the only ones that are consistent. Hello class, it is I, Hassel, yet again. My, how time flies, as I say. Indeed, our time together has certainly flown by. It's hard to believe that this is our last class. Now, our topics for today may feel somewhat unrelated to art. But there is absolutely no set definition as to what art should be. Therefore, let us carry on with the discussion and see where it takes us. There are two things I wish to focus on today, ribbons and marks. Both ribbons and marks are special honors that capture a Pokemon's qualities. There will be times when your Pokemon gives maximum effort or has a noteworthy experience. In recognition of its feats and accomplishments, it can be given a ribbon. To give an example, if you manage to become incredibly close to a Pokemon, it may be granted the Best Friends ribbon. Incidentally, there is a person in Cascaralfa who can give your Pokemon a Best Friends ribbon. Marks, on the other hand, are mostly found on wild Pokemon when you meet them for the first time. They can symbolize the character of a Pokemon, such as with the Rowdy mark or the Vigor mark. Vigor. It's completely up to luck whether you'll run into a Pokemon with these marks. So if you're able to catch a Pokemon with a mark, rejoice at your outstanding fortune. Does anyone know what special thing you can do with Pokemon to have ribbons or marks? Show them off? Well, yes, indeed you can show them off, but surely that's not the extent of your interest, is it? The correct answer is that Pokemon with ribbons or marks can be given titles. What's more, they can be set into battle displaying a title of your choosing. For example, you could send out a Gaible with the Best Friends ribbon by declaring, "Go, Gaible, the great friend." And while I know I just said that marks are generally found already on Pokemon when you beat them for the first time, it seems that more recently Pokemon can be awarded certain marks based on their efforts. These are marks such as the Gourmand mark, the Item Finder mark, the Partner mark, and so on. Perhaps it might be fun to try to work out how to get each mark using its name as a clue. Well, that just about wraps up our last class. Next is the final exam. Please review our material closely so that you pass on your first try. Whew. Lots of talking. Only got one more class after this. So let's do this. Get this shit out of the way. I do hope you're all ready because it is time for your final exam. Focus and do your best. And to begin, is the name of the restaurant where you can change your Pokemon stereotype. Treasure Trove. Oh wait, no, it's Eatery. That's fine. Name of Brassius' signature art installation that we discussed in class. Surrendering Sunflower. How many waterfalls are counted among the 10 sites of Paldea? There are 3. Was it 2? Where can you find the Million Volt Skyline? Lavincia. The marks of Pokemon he has are present when you first meet and none can be added later. True. Time's up, that's it for today's test, but time's is down. Okay. Thank you all so much for learning about art with me. The time we shared has left a mark that I will treasure, I promise you. And it is my sincere wish that all of you go on to even greater, more prosperous futures. And that's it. Good work, everyone. You can receive your results from the front desk. I'm not feeling too confident about this test. I might have messed up. I might have messed up. Damn, bro. Okay. Take the exam again. No. Yes. I thought I messed up. I need to think. Rack my brain up. Alright. The Treasure Eatery. Surrendering Sunflower. 2. Medali. I'm gonna go with Falls. Okay, this has gotta be it, right? Five out of 5. Ooh, good. Nice. Alright. One last class. Home Economics with Saguaro. Alright, let's do it. Home stretch, man. The home stretch. Put away your phones, it is time to begin class. In our class, I believe we talked about the effects you can get from food on your picnics. You can receive meal powers and even restore HP for all the Pokemon in your party. It is truly a convenient means of healing your Pokemon. Unfortunately, as I'm sure you are aware, it is not suited for use in battles when you cannot make food or when you wish to restore HP quickly. In times such as those, you should make use of healing items such as potions, which you can purchase from Pokemarts or the school store. Healing items are immediately effective and can be used anytime that you can open your bag. They are, however, consumed after one use. Potions restore 20 HP, Super Potions restore 60 HP, and Hyper Potions restore 120 HP. The pricier the item, the more HP it will restore. Keep in mind how much money you have when you are stocking up on these items. However, unforeseen happenings are an inextricable part of traveling from place to place. Imagine, if you will, the following scenario. You find yourself with injured Pokemon, but you have no potions, you're out of sandwich ingredients, and there are no Pokemon centers nearby. Tell me, Master Hubs, what should you search for when in a perilous situation with no way to heal your Pokemon? Items on the ground. Perfectly correct, Master Hubs. I see you are well learned in survival techniques. If you see something shiny on the ground, it is actually an item that has been dropped there. You may be able to find a restorative item, such as an Oran Berry or a potion in this way. You can use the R button to send out your Pokemon to pick up such items as well. And then there are berries, of course. Berries, by the way, aren't like items from shops. If you let your Pokemon hold one, it will decide on its own when to eat the berry during battle. Letting your Pokemon decide this timing for itself can be quite interesting. At any rate, if you find yourself in need of healing, I suggest that you look around for shining items on the ground. If you can't find such items, there are other methods you may employ for healing you. But I'd see the bell demands that topic wait. Our time together has come to an end for today. I bid you all farewell. So, I think I said this earlier, but he kind of reminds me of the detective, the mustache detective man from Case Closed. I forgot his name for some reason, but he's the guy that kind of lets Conan stay over at his place. Put away your phones, it is time to begin class. In my last class I taught about HP restoration. However, after class I was asked by several of you about PowerPoints, commonly known as PP. When a Pokemon loses all of its HP, it faints and can no longer battle. What then happens to the Pokemon when it loses all of its PP? Can't use moves. Perfectly correct, Master Hubs. Perhaps you know this from first-hand experience. Yeah, I do. Well, actually, it's more like curiosity. I never ran out of PP when I properly, like, healed my Pokemon. When a Pokemon runs out of PP, it can no longer use its moves. However, each move has its own store of PP, so you can mitigate PP loss by using a variety of moves rather than just one move repeatedly. If a Pokemon loses all PP for all of its moves, it will only be able to use Struggle, an action that also damages the Pokemon that uses it. In order to avoid this predicament, PP can be restored at Pokemon Centers along with HP. Items such as Ethers and Max Ethers can also be used to restore PP. Be careful not to confuse potions with Ethers in the heat of battle. However, Ethers are not sold at shops, so you should use them judiciously if you find them. The stronger the move, the lower its maximum HP. PP. Do not waste use of these moves unless you wish to quickly run out of PP. It is important to find balance in a Pokemon's set of moves. As you can see, HP isn't the only thing you must keep an eye on while adventuring with Pokemon. I hope that you will all take care to ensure that your partner Pokemon can perform at their best as you each engage in a treasure hunt. Our time together has come to an end for today. Our next meeting will be an examination day. Be sure to review well in preparation. I think I'll be able to pass this class easily. Yeah, I should be able to pass this class easily. Gah, my mouth is feeling dry. Should have done some water. Oh well. The time has come to test how well you all have learned here in my class. Let's begin before the information simmering in your brains from the last minute cram session fades. Which is not an effect of a picnic meal. HP restoration. Which the following affects the kinds of meal powers received from a particular meal. Fillings and condiments. Which of these berries can restore a Pokemon's HP? Oran. Leandro wanted this Pokemon to decide on its own when to use its item in battle, so he gave it an Oran berry. This will work as he hopes. True. If a move runs out of PP, it can no longer be used. If a Pokemon runs out of PP for all its moves, it can only sit there in frustration. False. It actually struggles. The time for answering questions has come to an end. Please stop writing. I hope you were all able to give it an examination of everything you had. Please remember to ask for the scores at the front desk before leaving for today. Easy 100. Or 80. Yeah, it was an 80. Oh well. Seguero. Yay, candy. I love candy. I love candy so much. Not really though. I don't really eat that much candy IRL. Alright. Though some of you had to retake the midterm exam multiple times, I'm glad to say that the majority of the class passed without issue. I feel honored to see that the knowledge and skills indispensable for daily life has taken root in all of you. I trust that you will all work just as hard on your life skills in the second half of our course as well. Let us now turn our attention to the topic of the day, which was inspired by a question I received on the subject of meal powers. The student who asked this question is a young man who enjoys the culinary arts. He tells me that he regularly researches culinary techniques on his own and pays careful attention to the ingredients he uses. He also spends day and night studying all aspects of the culinary arts. Yet, despite this, he is baffled by his inability to increase the effectiveness of his meal powers. So tell me, Master Hub, since you did quite well on your midterm exam, what should this young man do to increase the effectiveness of his meal powers? Make food with other people. Arvin. Oh my gosh, if I put that down, that'll be... Oh man, that'll be funny. Make food more often. The culinary arts are not so easily grasped. Simply engaging in them more often will not necessarily reward you with success. To increase the effectiveness of meal powers, your sandwiches must be filled with many different ingredients. For a single person, this may prove difficult, but if you prepare a sandwich with others, you will be able to handle a larger serving of bread. With a larger base to start with, it becomes quite simple to add more ingredients to your sandwich, which in turn makes it possible to receive meal powers of increased effectiveness. This applies more broadly as well when dealing with a difficult issue. Working with others to solve that issue may be the best course of action. I am sure that Arvin will likewise work with friends to craft his sandwiches in the future. The identity of the male student is a matter of privacy, so I would ask that you do not pry too deeply. Our time together has come to an end for today. I bid you all farewell. Oh man. I'd be embarrassed. I'd be like, yo, why'd you gotta call me out like that? Home Economics 5, let's go. Put away your phones, it's time to begin class. While you're out performing the field work with one of your Pokemon walking alongside you. Have you ever noticed changes in its coloration? Now I don't mean that it suddenly becomes a shiny Pokemon or any nonsense like that. I'm speaking of it becoming filthy. Pokemon battle, they get hurt by moves used against them. They get battered by wind and rain, they get covered in sand and mud. They get, in a word, filthy. I have seen many a trainer walking about with their adorable little Pokemon without addressing this issue. It is deplorable. Let me ask this question of someone who I am sure would not tolerate such shameful conduct. Yes, Master Hubs. What should you do if your Pokemon is dirty? Clean it up. Perfectly correct. I knew I could count on you to provide me with such an answer. When your Pokemon are dirty, clean them. This is, of course, simply common sense. While you are having a picnic, you can approach the Pokemon on your team and perform a variety of actions. One such action is putting them through what I would like to call the Pokemon wash. In other words, you are able to clean them up. You start by getting your sponge lathered up with soapy bubbles as you gently and carefully scrub your Pokemon. Once your Pokemon is nice and covered in soapy bubbles, the bubbles will encapsulate the filth, then you simply wash it away with a spray of water. This will get your Pokemon clean and shining bright as a Terra Jewel. It is certainly quite a bit of work, but this will also restore HP and cure status conditions. However, some Pokemon may have parts of their bodies that they don't want scrubbed, or that they would rather not get wet. Be sure to keep this in mind when cleaning your Pokemon. Now the most important point that I must mention is that some Pokemon like to be dirty. Though I will contradict myself by saying this, please do remember that cleaning your Pokemon is not always the kind of thing to do. Our time together has come to an end. For today, I bid you all farewell. Alright, I think I got one more class. One more class and then the final. Oh boy, here we go. Finally, it's about to be over. Then I can go talk to everyone in the school. Put away your phones, it is time to begin our last class together. Home economics is a study of life's necessities, but looking back on our time together, I realize that I focused almost entirely on food. I hope it is not too late to shift to a discussion of clothing, another necessity in our last class. As I'm sure you are aware, our academy has an air of freedom about it. We provide uniforms for each season to accommodate the diverse climate of Paldea. However, students are free to wear whichever style they wish whenever they please. You should all have received 4 sets of tops and bottoms, one each for spring, summer, fall, and winter when the academy accepted you. If by chance you were not aware of this, you may wish to peruse your wardrobe. As long as you wear our school uniform, the rest of your ensemble need not be school issued. This includes your bag or your hat. If you choose to wear one, you are even free to style your hair however you wish. Mr. Salvatore's hairstyle, for example, would almost certainly have been against school rules. Crazy. When I was a boy. That reminds me. There is one more thing you all like to decorate, which I must say I find quite charming. The phones. Perfectly correct, that's the adorable little thing I was speaking of. Oh, it interests me too. So, I must admit that I am fascinated by Rotom phones and how to customize them. What's that? How very intriguing. So there's a shop called Delibird Presents where you can purchase cases for your Rotom phones. I thank you for that useful bit of information. I shall have to go myself first thing tomorrow to get an adorable case of my own liking. Forgive me, I seem to have gone a little carried away with this small talk. Ahem, as this class known as Home Economics nears its end, I offer these final words to you who have been honing everyday life skills with me. My field of study is not so decisive as the likes of mathematics, for instance, where test scores might play a part in deciding your future. However, as you go on to cook for yourselves, to take care of your Pokemon, to decide what to wear in the morning when you awaken, I would be honored if what I have taught you serves to smoothen out and enrich your lives, even if only a little. This sentiment was imparted to me by Mr. Hassel and his particular outlook on such matters. I thank you all from the bottom of my heart for seeing this class through to the end. Our time together has come to a close for today. Prepare to do your best on our final exam. Nice. Alright, final. The final class. And then it'll all be over. Then I can start part 2 of the DLC and catch the little turtle. The time has come to test how well you all have learned in my class. Let's begin before the information simmering in your brains from a last-minute cram session fades. Okay, which of following meal powers makes it easier to come across shiny Pokemon? Encounter? No, it's gotta be sparkling. Which of the following is not an effective egg power? Makes eggs easier to find? I don't think there's one for that. What is a simple yet important tactic for increasing the effectiveness of meal powers? Make food more often, make food at home, make food with others. What is the correct action to take when your adorable Pokemon becomes dirty? Wash. This is a question about Academy rules. Should you change your uniform tops and bottoms to properly match each season? Doesn't matter. The time for answering questions has come to an end. Please stop writing. I made the questions a little easier than I planned to as a way of saying thank you for informing me about Rotom phone cases. I trust that you all gave this exam everything you had so that you will not have to retake it. Please remember to ask for your scores at the front desk before leaving for today. Come on. 5 out of 5. 5 out of 5. 5 out of 5, 5 out of 5. Okay, 4 out of 5, I'll take it. Nice. You have now finished all of your classes and passed all of their exams. I have this for you from Director Clavel. Ooh. Now you can focus all of your efforts on this year's treasure hunt. Be careful out there. Okay. Let's check out the other room. Say hi to the other people. Wow. Cafeteria. Say hi to Arvin, who's been called out into home economics class. Yo, Hubs, you grabbing something to eat too? Man, you sure did give me a beating in that Academy Ace tournament. Seems like all my closest buddies are in another league, you know. I mean, look at you. You just up and became a champion in your first year to boot. You know, that's pretty amazing, right? Then there's Nomona, top marks in every class at school, and she's champion rank too. And I hear Penny's got some kind of offer to work for the Pokemon League or something. I seem to be the only average one around here, nothing special about me. You're great at cooking. Nah, I mean, it's just like a hobby, really. I only learned how to do the basics because my mom wasn't around to cook for me. Wait, my mom? See, now that Maba Stiff is doing so much better, and since the treasure hunt is still going and all, I've been thinking of a new goal to find myself. And I guess you really gotta start by knowing where you come from, which means I should learn more about my mom, right? She was a student at this school once too, that's what I heard. I've gone to search the whole school for info about what kind of person she really was. Thanks for your inspiration, little buddy. Hey yo, little buddy? What do you mean by that? Not little. I'm just a student. What's this? Hope your studies are going okay. What do you have today? Oh. I'm good. Let's talk to the professor. Hello, Master Hubs of Class 1A. It has been some time since last we met. Are you here to eat as well? Yup, I'm starving. Ah, excellent. You shouldn't battle on an empty stomach. I myself am here to survey the student cafeteria, let's say. I'm observing the nutritional content of the food that our students partake of on a regular basis. One item on the menu here that I am particularly interested in is the peanut butter sandwich. It is sweet and quite delicious. Yes, perhaps I will order one right now. Oh look, it's Mr. Saguaro. He's so fashionable and cool. I guess the teachers come to the cafeteria too, huh? Do you think he'll have an egg sandwich? No way. If he gets anything here, it'll definitely be something spicy like the 5-alarm sandwich. He's so cool, he'll definitely get that wild and spicy 5-alarm sandwich. Could I have a 5-alarm sandwich? I do enjoy the thrill of spicy food. No, have a peanut butter sandwich. Yes, you suggested I have a peanut butter sandwich, Master Hubs. I suppose I shall have to try one if you insist. That was close. I almost forced myself to order something spicy, my least favorite of flavors. I thank you for restraining me, Master Hubs. It seems that the students tend to view me as fashionable and cool, or even, dare I say it, exuding a sort of brooding strength. I have a habit of acting in such a way so as not to destroy their image of me. I showed my true colors to you just now without thinking. Please keep this as a secret between us. Oh, that's funny. Oh, man. Oh, he's still here. Talk to him again. Please feel free to relax and unwind if you wish. No need to concern yourself with me. Okay. Okay, so he's not gonna do anything. He's... Wait. Is there anything else in here that I can look at? Talk to? No? Okay. Yes. There he is. I'm gonna try to follow around like one person every time. Oh, he's talking to the director. Okay. Hubs, boy, did you pick a great moment to stop on by. Take a look at this. This is supposed to be a sample from my mom's research from back when she was a student. That's what Director Clavel here told me. He's been helping me out. When Sada was a student at this academy, I was still a mere researcher myself. Among my peers, it was already being bandied about that an astoundingly gifted young woman was studying at Naranja Academy. So she really was always amazing, right from the start, huh? Oh, I guess I never really questioned it, but why is your office full of all this equipment? Oh, so you finally noticed, have you? This room was once your mother's research lab. It was? From what I've heard recounted, she apparently would become so absorbed in her research that she hardly ever returned to her dorm room. She spent most nights sleeping here, in fact. I also found myself more at ease surrounded by such research equipment, so I took the liberty of adapting the room to serve as my office. I never knew. All these pieces of my mom's life, they were right in front of me this whole time. I spent so long trying not to think about it that I never even noticed until now. Thanks for telling me about this, Director Clavel. And Hubs, thanks for being here with me to learn about it too. Oh, he's gone. Master Arvin also intended to explain about these trophies here. And he is already gone. Rather hard to pin down, isn't he? Off like a flash as soon as some new thought crosses his mind. My dear Sada. I think that son of yours takes after you a very great deal. Damn, can I talk to him? If you ever need help with any school-related matters, I shall be happy to lend an ear. Okay, what are these trophies for? Okay, so he's not going to explain it to me. Damn, bro. Wherever he went. Okay, he's in the entrance hall. In la bibliothèque. Okay, usually all the characters are here. Is there anything she still wants to say to me? How are the treasures of Ruin faring? If you ever find them too much to handle, I'll take. Okay, yes. Same thing. Okay, nothing around here. All the students are glitching out. Just a normal day here. Into school. There you go. Yo, champ, coming to hit the books. Yeah, exactly. Seriously, you're already... Wait, seriously, you're already so good at everything else. Couldn't you just slack off a bit for me? Oh, you want to know why I'm here? Yeah, I'm still working on my own little treasure hunt, trying to find myself and all. While I was here in the entrance hall, digging through my mom's research reports, I found this on one of the bookshelves. This book was so precious to my mom that she even kept a copy of it in the Lighthouse Lab. The Scarlet Book, that's what it's called, right? This is my first time really reading the books that aren't about the Herba Mystica. They're amazing. I mean, it all sounds super fake, but it's got all these cool pictures and it's really real fun to read. Like, look at this entry here. Okay. A disc something. While separated from the research team in the crater's depths, I found a strange entity, whether it was a Pokemon or even alive at all. I know not. Now, I know now. It bore a shell with layers of overlapping hexagons and gleamed brighter still than gemstone. Something as a whole, it resembled a mysterious brilliant disc Pokemon. The text on this page is all smudged and blurry in every copy of this book I've ever seen. Seems kinda suspicious, right? Of course, the whole book is full of unbelievable stories, the Herba Mystica being one of them, but they turned out to be real. And after everything we saw in Area Zero, well, makes it hard to say it's all nonsense, huh? In fact, I think it might have been this book that made my mom want to become a researcher. I bet she got so fixated with the ancient Pokemon she read about in here that it made her want to see one for herself. Wait, hold on. Isn't my mom's time machine the whole reason the ancient Pokemon ended up here in the first place? This book is from way before she made the time machine, but it mentions ancient Pokemon. Isn't that kind of weird? Oh well, I'm sure it's all just made up anyway. But my mom believed that nonsense and even managed to make it a reality. I guess she really was something. I'm gonna learn from her example and start giving it my all too. Okay. I've got some I gotta do now, but I'll see you around, little buddy. Okay, so basically, I guess that was our little hint into the DLC. Interesting. Is he still around, or... Yeah, Classroom 2G. See what he got. Okay. No, why does it... Why? Every time, dude. Damn little... things. Wow, I was focusing so hard I didn't even notice you, bud. I know. Pretty rare to see me actually studying, right? But I am at a pretty good stopping point. How about a break? I could use a change of scenery. His room. Lots of cooking equipment. And lots of potatoes and eggs and onions. Carrots and onions. What do you think? Welcome to Chez Arvin. Well, Chez Arvin and Mabostiff, really. It really screams Arvin. Yeah, I know, right? Wait, what screams Arvin to you? Anyway, about the reason you saw me studying in the classroom like that. Oh, the music has changed. I went back and read the pages about the Herba Mystica in the Scarlet Book again. It made me remember how things were back when Mabostiff was all weak and everything. I'm gonna turn up the music a little bit, actually. That should be good. Made me remember how things were back when Mabostiff was all weak and everything. I couldn't seem to do anything to help him, and boy, it sure didn't feel good. Of course, I'm really glad that I was able to find all the Herba Mystica together with you. But there's got to be other people who are still suffering the same way I was back then, worrying about their Pokemon that are sick or hurt. So don't laugh, okay? I've decided that I'm gonna become a cook. I'm gonna make super healthy food, bursting full of the stuff Pokemon need to feel great. I'll be behind you all the way. I'm sure you can pull it off. Yeah, and thanks. I knew I could count on you to be all supportive like that. The culinary world might be a bit different, but I swear I'm gonna be just as famous as my mom. So I guess I can close the book on my little hunt to find myself. It's time to start a new chapter, one that's all about working toward my new dream. And hey, feel free to stop by my room anytime. Mabostiff will always be glad to see you. Cute. Go talk to him. Mabostiff is still doing great thanks to all the hard work you and me put in, course. Oh, okay. Same. Okay, I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to you anymore. Dang, bro. Got a tire ass fridge right there. Yeah, microwave extension, like a table extension. That's wild. What does it say? This kitchen is clearly used with great care. Yeah. Trash bins. Yeah. Alright, well that's the end of his storyline. Time to talk to the professors, I guess. Yep. New place added. Talk to this person. Actually, wait, no. Not her. Let's do the first professor with the glasses. Biology. Senior biology teacher. Hello, hello, Hubs. I see you've already registered 200 species of Pokemon to your Pokédex for me. Wow, Pokemon from the mountains, Pokemon from the sea. Wait, what? No way. You even found Pokemon in a place like this. Sorry about that. I got a little excited there. My Pokemon research is moving along super duper splendidly thanks to you. Here, take this. Consider it my way of saying thanks. Ooh, nice. You're a bona fide Pokemon catching professional, Hubs. For your next goal, it's finally time to go for a complete Pokédex. Aim for 400 species. This is no easy feat, but I'm sure you can do it. Keep tossing those Pokeballs and don't give up. Oh boy. Alright. So that was it for him. Cool. Now I can talk to her. This might take me up to midnight. Oh, Snoo Kid. Fancy meeting you here in the home economics classroom. What a coincidence, eh? Likewise. So, well, you see, Miss Dendra tells me she's here for intensive training in sandwich making. Oh, well, no use hiding it now. Oh dear, I'm terribly sorry. Were you keeping this a secret? Well, I mean, not really, but it just doesn't look very cool to openly admit I'm here for intensive training, you know? Understood. I'll be more careful in the future. Well, new kid, now that you know what I'm up to, I guess you'll just have to help me out with my training here. Try this sandwich. It's the result of my training so far. This Dendra's sandwich was soggy and hard to eat, and once again the taste left much to be desired. That was my meat lover's prosciutto, bacon, and chorizo sandwich. How was it? Yikes. It could have used some more veggies. That's probably what I would have said, yeah. What? You mean there was a problem with my choice of filling? I guess focusing on muscle building ingredients really did a number on the flavor, huh? Miss Dendra, I believe a simple addition of butter would have done wonders for your sandwich. Butter helps to protect the bread from getting soggy due to the moisture of the ingredients. It can also work to enhance the sandwich's flavor. Butter, that makes sense. Thank you for teaching me that tip, Mr. Saguaro. But why didn't you tell me that while I was making the sandwich? Well, you see, when I saw you I had not realized you had begun your, food prep. I thought you were simply trying to destroy my classroom. Hey, yo. Well, anyway. New kid, thanks to you and Mr. Saguaro here, I may finally be getting the hang of it. Thanks for your advice. Came even closer with Miss Dendra. Nice. She's still here. Oh, Snoo Kid, muscles sure are great, don't you think? Okay. She has nothing else to say. Oh, here we go. So Dendra still has some more stuff to talk about. What do you have to say? No way, no way, no way. Come on, Miriam, just say it. What's wrong? Oh, great timing, new kid. Nurse Miriam here won't try the sandwich I made. Well, duh, I don't want to get a hummy cake. You won't, probably. I still remember that sandwich you made me with meat filling and meat for bread. That one really messed me up bad. I hadn't trained in the art of sandwich making yet back then. I was young and thoughtless It was last month. So, as you can see, I'm not getting anywhere trying to persuade her. Even after I went through that intensive sandwich making training, it kind of makes me sad. She went through intensive sandwich making training? She worked really hard at it. Ugh. I guess I have no choice if you've got one of our cute little students on your side. So fine, I'll try your sandwich. Let's see it. Yes, I knew you'd come around. Here it is. Oh boy. Oh, it's a little strongly flavored, but I guess it's not bad. Woohoo, my training paid off. I'm so glad my sandwich pleases the great Nurse Miriam. I look up to you, you know. Feel trusted by Miss Dendra. Thank you for trying it, and thanks to you too, new kid. Nice. And she runs off again. That was weird. But that's just how Miss Dendra is, I guess. She's always coming into the nurse's office with some injury or another too. Wood. Okay, she's in the school store now. Is she having everyone just try your sandwiches that she makes? Like, what is her deal? Oh, Snoo Kid, you here to do a little shopping? Yep, I'm here to shop. Definitely here to shop. The school store is a nice place. They've got everything you need right here. I'm here to check out the sandwiches they've got for sale. The school store's sandwiches taste great and have excellent nutritional balance too. What happened to your intensive training? I guess I'm just not used to it yet. All that training kind of wore me out. I achieved my goal anyway, so I'm going to take a break from sandwich making for a bit. Oh right, I didn't tell you what my goal was. I wanted to pay Nurse Miriam back for everything she does for me. It was my way of saying thanks. She's so nice and skilled at what she does. I really look up to her. I wanted to try sandwich making so I could be skilled at doing something for other people like she is, but I guess I just wasn't cut out for it. What I am cut out for, though, is being full of energy, so I decided to focus on that instead. Like I said in class, I think people in Pokemon should make their strong points together stronger. You really helped me out, new kid. Take this as my way of saying thanks. Nice. Alright then, what should I go with today to get my protein in? Oh, Snoo Kid, are you getting your training in? Okay, same thing. What do you have to sell? What do you have to sell for me? Okay, it's all this basic stuff. Yeah. Wow, neatly stocked Pokeballs. Is there anywhere else she's going to? Doesn't look like it. Okay, so the next one would be the professor, the home economic professor. Oh, she's in here too. Oh, if it isn't Hubs, I'm glad that you seem to be doing well. How are the choices of Ruin faring? If you ever find it. Okay, no, she's saying the same shit. Cool. Hello. Ah, Master Hubs. There is something that I would very much like to ask for your help with. You need my help? Well, you see, I do not want anyone to overhear this, but I hear rumors of an incredibly sweet condiment that exists somewhere in the Paldea region. I absolutely must experience that ambrosial sweetness for myself. You are the only one who knows of my insatiable sweet tooth, thus I have no one else I can turn to for help in this matter. I cannot go looking for this condiment myself, lest I destroy the image students have of me. I will repay you for your troubles, of course. Give it some thought if this piques your interest. In the meantime, I will gather what information I can about this incredibly sweet condiment. I will share what I find with you as soon as I have more detailed information. Okay. Please feel free to relax and unwind if you wish. No need to concern yourself with me. Okay. Let's go to wherever he's at. He's in the home ec room. Cool. And you find out what it was. Master Hubs, about that matter with which I would need your help. I have discovered the name of the incredibly sweet condiment. It is called Sweet Herba Mystica. If you should find it during the course of your treasure hunt, I would be grateful if you would share some with me. I think I have some. Master Hubs, have you anything to report about the Sweet Herba Mystica? Give Mrs. Agura some use. Yes. We handed over a shaker of Sweet Herba Mystica. So this is Sweet Herba Mystica. I must create something with it right away. Ooh. It's so very sweet. My, what ambrosial sweetness. Just like a sweeter honey. A much sweeter honey. Yes, as if honey sweetness were multiplied by 100. Hey, Mr. Saguaro, what you eating? Ah. It smells super sweet, and you look so happy eating it. No, you see, there is a reason for this. You don't look like someone who likes sweets, but that's pretty cool. Pretty cool? I have spent my entire life trying to maintain the image that others have of me. But now I see that it is possible to reconcile the difference between my outward appearance and my inner love of sweets. Well then, Master Hubs, here's a reward for your efforts as promised. Slowpoke Cup. Cup for big-time Pokemon fans. Kids will happily drink out of it, making it a boon to parents. Thanks to you, I was able to have a most delectably sweet experience. Moreover, I even feel that my narrow-minded views have broadened ever so slightly. Please accept my heartiest of thanks. Nice. It's probably going to say soon. Oh, if you know of anywhere with exceptional sweets, I would very much appreciate that information. Nice. Okay. Let's talk to the director. Why not? Thank you again for your outstanding work on Operation Starfall. I cannot tell you how relieved I am that we were able to help Miss Penny as we did. And I know she is exceedingly grateful to you for your part in all this. So I have one more thing to ask of you, though. The request is admittedly of a delicate nature. Do you think you could continue being good friends with Miss Penny as you have thus far? Sure, we're best buds. I must Ash Ketchum ass response. I must say I truly am glad to have you as one of my students at the Academy. I believe you've more than earned a small token of my appreciation. A big nugget. Nice. I hope that you will always stay just as wonderful as you are now, Mr. Hubs. Nice. Anything else you want to say? I'm so glad you came to Naraha Academy, Master Hubs. Okay. Okay, I think, yeah, the schoolyard is last. And I got 3 people there that want to speak to me. Okay, I think the first person I should speak to... Speak to her. Nemona. Hello, Nemona. Boy, what? Okay, whatever. Ooh, hey, Hubs. Great timing, I've been having the hardest time lining up opponents to battle. But now I found you in the schoolyard, no less. It'd be silly not to battle, what do you say? Sure. I knew I could count on you. Yay, Pokemon battle. We spent 2 whole hours battling Pokemon with Nemona. Damn, I thought I was actually gonna battle. Ah, good stuff. Gotta step up my game, so I'll be ready anytime for that Academy Ace tournament. I know I sprang my battle fever on you out of nowhere. Thanks for being up for it. Oh, that was it. Okay. She's here now. Oh, Snooki, are you getting your training? Okay, yeah, it's same shit. Next up shall be... Let's talk to him first. Senor Clavel. Or Hassel, I should say. Hello there, Hubs. I try to visit the schoolyard from time to time. It's good to see young ones with so much energy and vigor. You think so? Oh yes, indeed. Just watching is enough to make even an old man like me feel more alive. Master Hassel, might I have a word? You, what are you doing here? I have told you many times not to bother me here at the Academy. Yet I am bound to come. Our family's future is of paramount importance. What? It was good speaking with you, Hubs. Something important has come up, so I must excuse myself now. Let us discuss this matter elsewhere. Come. What is this? Huh? What the hell? Alright, let's talk to the next professor. Taking care of a garden, I guess. Hubs, I'm in a bit of a pinch. Take a look at this. This Pommy really doesn't seem to be feeling well. I don't know if the poor thing can even stand up. What should I do? What should I do? Use a potion on it. Alright, I could use a potion. Do you have any on you, Hubs? Yeah, I got plenty. Crazy ass haircut. This'll fix you right up, my friend. Potion power, go. Phew, that seems to have done the trick just in the nick of time. But this Pommy doesn't appear to belong to a trainer. Could a wild Pokemon have wandered onto the academy grounds? Still, I can't just leave it here alone without anyone to make sure it's okay. It's decided then. I, Salvatore, will just have to lend all of the helping hands I have to take care of Pommy in this touch-and-go situation. Merci very much for your advice, Hubs. Adios, au revoir, farewell. Cool. Alright. Time to do more exploring on the school grounds. Okay. Is it just those three now? Kinda want to talk to her more. See what she's up to. Oh, here we go. She's talking to someone. So you're good for a battle, right? Great. Meet you at the schoolyard in a minute. Hold up. You're Nemina, right? Like the student council president? That Nemina? Yep, that's me. Yeah, maybe some other time. Damn, that's crazy. Hubs, hola. Friend of yours. Oh, him? Don't know who he was. I was just munching my sandwich and I heard him bragging about his tough Pokemon, so I invited him to battle. I wonder what Pokemon he's gonna use. Can't wait to see. Wait, I forgot to get his contact info. How are we supposed to plan when we will face off? Oh well, I'll make sure we battle next time I run into him. Anyway, guess you came to get some grub, huh? Well, I'm not one to stand between someone and their meal. Catch you later. No! Just gonna leave me like that? A school store. Better stock up real good on Pokeballs while I'm here. Hubs. Oh my gosh, listen to this. Remember that guy from the cafeteria? I ran into him again in the entrance hall, so I asked him to battle, but he said no. He was like, what's the point? You're a champion in the battle ways. You'd wreck me. I don't get what he meant. I mean, you can have fun battling even if you lose, right? Yeah, you can. For real, I mean, sure, no one loves losing, but it's definitely not pointless. It teaches you stuff. Man, Pokemon battles can get so complicated sometimes. Oh, and I wish he hadn't called me a whiz. I worked hard at this stuff. It's not like it all just comes naturally to me. Like, throwing Pokeballs obviously doesn't come natural to me for one thing. I think I need a mental reset. I'm gonna go find someone to battle. See you soon, Hubs. Wow. You know what? I'm gonna buy some Pokeballs actually. I think I'm low. And by low, I'm out. Whoa. Yeah, I'm not doing that. I think 50 is a good number. Let's do disappointing. And just do 10 of those. Actually, wait. I should buy more quick balls too. I think I'm low on those. Actually, I'm good. I don't need any more quick balls. Alright, Nemona. She's still hunting down that guy to battle. Or she just depressed. There you are, Hubs. I had a feeling you'd turn up if I hung out here for a while. And lo and behold, I was right. Well, now that I found you, we should swing by my room and have a chat. Okay. Those are some cool design boxes. Ta-ta-ta-chan. Welcome to the Zona Nemona. It's very you. Wait a second. Wait a sec. I know we've been to your room before. But have I never had you over here? Wild. Anyway, listen, Hubs. You know how I really like Pokemon battles? Like, really, really like them? Yeah, you sure do. Cool. And yeah, you know how when you really like something, you dive in deep? That's what I did with Pokemon battles, and I just kind of became a champion. But then I found out that's pretty special, that normally it's not so simple for most people. People would tell me to my face that I'd only manage it because I have some innate gift or because I was raised differently or whatever. And suddenly I started to feel like there was this invisible wall between me and everyone else, so I started going easy when I'd battle my friends. I just wanted everyone to have fun. Oh, but don't worry, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm going 100% all out. Especially since I'm lucky enough to have an opponent around who can beat me even when I'm in full hardcore mode. So just promise me one thing, okay, Hubs? Promise you'll always stay my equal. You and me, true rivals. You know it. You know it. You know it, bro. You're the best, Hubs. Thank you. Oof, that got pretty personal. A little bit embarrassed over here. Anyway, since we're equals, I gotta start having you over as much as we hang out in your room. Feel free to burst on into the Zona Nemona whenever you want. And get ready for the Academy Ace tournament, because I'm gonna stomp you this time. Oh yeah, sure you are. The Zona Nemona, Nemona's gym badges are squeaky clean. There's a plaque with the shield too. Nice. I'm making my Pokemon some food. You know, I think a tablespoon means different amounts of different people. Big. Alright. Time to go talk to some other people. Okay. Professor. The art professor. Something interesting happened with him and this person. Gotta see what that's all about. Oh, there he is. Hello. Oh, why hello there, young Hubs. I'm sorry I was lost in thought and didn't notice your approach. I feel I must again apologize for what transpired in the schoolyard. It didn't bother me. That is very magnanimous of you. That woman who showed up is a dragon tamer and a relative of mine, I might add. You see, I come from a very long line of trainers who specialize in dragon-type Pokemon. There's a child in our family who was expected to stand at its head and lead it to greatness. But the young lad, rebellious little fellow that he was, ran away from home one day. he made quite the show of it too, swearing he'd make a living with music. A lot happened since then, and now he's the art teacher and Elite Four member before you. After I so rudely took my leave during our last conversation, my dear relative encouraged me to give up teaching and return home at last. I've been told the current leader of my family, that is to say, my father, is in poor health. Oh, but I do apologize. Perhaps I am not cut out for teaching after all. What sort of teacher grumbles on and on at his own student? You're a great teacher. Don't quit. Ah, my dear Hubs, you have no idea how much your words mean to me. Thank you. Thank you so very much. Feel trusted by Mr. Hassel. Cool. Oh, I'm so sorry I was lost in thought. Okay. Okay. Yo. Back to the art room. Why, hello there, Hubs. You always seem to appear at the most crucial of moments. Something going on. Well, you see... Oh, she's back. Master Hassel, I'm here to collect you. So I see. I'm glad that you finally made up your mind about taking your place as leader of the family. Well, it is indeed true that I have made up my mind. I have made up my mind to continue teaching here at the academy. How could you? Are you saying you don't care what happens to our proud lineage? I am saying that I have other priorities. Have a look around at the art decorating this room, would you? The children here are letting their senses, their perceptiveness grow freely. I do not wish to say that protecting our family's ancient bloodline is of no importance. I simply wish to see young talent blossom and grow into the future. It just seems so much more fun to me, if I'm being honest. What other nonsense. And yet, your fearless, unflinching commitment to that nonsensical vision proves that you're worthy of carrying the will of the dragons, Master Hassel. I will not give up. I will come as many times as I need to in order to change your mind. Oh, by all means, my door is open. I think you'll soon find you've met your match in stubbornness. You thought I could be cowed by some stories spun up about my father's deteriorating health? I am not so easily fooled. I will return one day. I will return another day. I'm sorry you had to see all of that. I was so very close to resigning my post as teacher and returning to my home. But the students here gave me courage to say no. That includes you, Hubs. Your words truly brought me strength. I cannot think of a way I can possibly repay my debt to you, young ones. Take this, if you will, insufficient as it may be, in expressing the full breadth of my gratitude. 50 Dragon Terror Shards. Damn. Now then, let it be clear to all. I, Hassel, will continue on my chosen path as an instructor to the youths of our world. Nice. Hello there, Hubs. Please stay for as long as you wish. Okay. I'm like, okay. Just leaves. Alright, final professor. My language speaking master. Oh, speaking with another professor. Let's see. Oh, my dear Hubs. Thanks to your advice from before, Palmy is... well, just see for yourself. Is it feeling better now? Yeah, it's feeling better, but this particular Palmy may just be a bit meek, I suppose. I had Nurse Miriam take a look as well, and she says there's nothing wrong with it health-wise. So it shouldn't have any injuries, ailments, or the like. Even so, it never utters so much as a cry, which is odd. That part has even Mr. Jack here stumped. Sorry that I couldn't be of any help. Oh god. Nitinkiet pa. Nitinkiete pa. Don't worry about it. I have some more information now thanks to the Academy's security cameras, though. It seems Palmy was attacked by a wild Pokemon and fled here to the Academy grounds. Maybe it's still in a bit of shock from that experience and can't bring itself to speak yet. Yep, if that's the case, there's absolutely no problem with keeping quiet. Positive problem. We can just attendre. Wait, that is until it feels like talking. That's all we can do, really. Even if you can speak all sorts of languages, there's no guarantee that you can understand what's going on in someone's heart. But have no fear, I won't give up. No, I'll keep on trying until we figure each other out. You feel trusted by Mr. Salvatore. Nice. Palmy's doing great, it's just a bit of a quiet one. Okay, is the other professor still here? He is, okay. And he still wants the 400 Pokemon. Alright, let's see what he has to say in the staff room. My dear Hubs, Palmy here is as healthy as can be. Haha. Well, it seems being quiet is simply a part of this one's personality. But it's hard for a Pokemon to communicate with its fellows without speaking up. As you know, wild Pokemon use their cries to tell each other all sorts of things, like the location of food or whether there are predators nearby. So even if I were to release it back into the wild, I'm afraid that it may not be able to do those sorts of things. What do you think, Hubs? Where does Palmy belong? With you, Mr. Salvatore. Oh, I didn't expect to hear my name. So you think it should stay here, with me? I was so focused on getting it back in good health so it could return to the wild that I didn't even consider that possibility. What do you think about that idea, my little Palmy friend? Oh, it spoke! Palmy, it spoke, at last. Even without speaking Pokemon language myself, I know that that reply means yes. Oh my dear Hubs, merci so very, very much for all your help with Palmy. All the more reason you should have this here, a rare Pokemon for you to raise. Oh, I'm so very happy. I'm so happy. Yes, I, Salvatore, would take it upon myself to look after Palmy for good. I will indeed. Nice. Palmy never been better. I was at Meowth, I entrusted to your care. Doing superbly, I hope. Okay. I think that just about, yeah, that just about covers everyone. Well, just as I predicted, it took me a little past midnight. A little past midnight, but that's fine. Next time I play, I will be going to Blueberry Academy. Yeah. Thank you for watching, I guess. Even if it was just me doing all this talking and no battling stuff. It was something. It was interesting. Even if like the items weren't the best, it was still, you know, I guess it was kind of fun just learning more about the characters, you know, instead of leaving them in the dark. Plus getting special items. Those little special items, I should say. And a Meowth. The Meowth was a big plus. Actually, I haven't even checked. He said a rare Meowth. So is it like ooh, okay. That's cool. Oh, summary. Yeah, this Meowth is from I'm kind of blanking on it, but it's from Sword and Shield. I know that. Okay. Anyways, you should be here. Alright. That should just about cover everything. For anyone who came to watch on my stream, thank you for watching. For anyone who's watching this video on YouTube, thank you for watching that. I shall see you guys tomorrow with some more Tears of the Kingdom. Get myself caught up on that too.